we're officially live.
We're live.
We're live. I'm still here, but we're live.
I'm drinking mud water, not coffee. What is this? Explain this.
It's mushroom water? What is it?
Yeah. Hold on, let me just refine that.
Is it the cool mushrooms that's gonna make this interview interesting?
We'll find out soon.
Un momentito.
That's like one of those. It wasn't a microdose.
Could you imagine? You came here and we drugged you.
That'd be great.
All right, I'm just gonna scooch on in. All right, so I mean, we might or might not be a little loopy in a few due to that
Except for
mushroom
me.
coffee.
Except for me.
Oh yeah, you didn't have any.
No, one time I made some weed tea.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had this like cool little tea maker thing. I don't remember where it came from, but
You just steeped weed?
yeah, I steeped it, right? And I drank it the night before.
Did that taste good though?
No.
Oh no, I had to put honey and lemon.
Oh,
and
okay,
whatever
okay. Yeah,
in
'cause,
it.
like weed tea doesn't sound delicious at
No,
all.
it was delicious.
It was with the honey. With the honey.
honey and
all
lemon?
that, Yeah.
Okay.
But then, right, so I steeped it. I got a little high, like it was great. The next day, I'm like, okay, well, I extracted all the THC. I might as well just throw it in the blender, right?
Okay.
And I had work to do. Holy shit, in 30 minutes. I was so high.
Really?
Didn't do any work,
So,
did you?
You
no.
put it in the blender into what?
I had like strawberries and
Oh,
spinach and
smoothie?
shit.
You made a
And then
smoothie?
all those buds that I had steeped the night before. I was so high. You know the edible highs were like you
Yeah.
just
You don't want to do anything.
where reality
Like your
starts-
entire body just.
Yes.
pieces.
That's what happened. And it was like a Monday. It was like 9 a.m. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh my
Combat
God.
ineffective for the entire day. I was done.
No, but but at least this. Okay, this is not going to be that.
Okay.
You know, we got mud water. I guess I'll advertise for mud water. It has like 3 different mushroom types, including lion's mane to help with focus, cordyceps to help with anxiety. But it also has caffeine, just not as much as like your typical espresso. But it makes you focus and gets you like in the zone. Just not like
You know,
I'll give you my review.
no, here, closer to the ends. You have like tea or something.
red.
Yep, you have remnants of that.
Oh man,
Mud water.
that's what I went to the bathroom for. I have bread. I have bread.
No, that was the mud
Did
one.
you get it?
Yeah, I think I
Okay.
did.
Such a
Is it,
good
how about
thing.
this side?
Now you have a little bit of lipstick.
God
that's
damn
not-
it.
But it's better than having the mud. You're good.
Are you sure? Fix it. Should I go to the bathroom? Should I go to the
We're
bathroom?
fine. I'm gonna use my Mickey jacket. And
Now they know it's a Mickey jacket.
Hello.
She's like, I don't want them to know it's a Mickey
yeah, I was like,
jacket.
I do not. I'm a Disney adult, and I try to hide that as much as I can.
I did.
Because I know that people think Disney adults are weird.
Okay, what's a Disney adult? I want to hear
Bro,
this.
Disney adults are those adults that have no kids and be
But I
all
have
up
kids
in the.
now.
Okay, yeah, she has kids. So
But
she's not
before
a
kids,
Disney adult.
I was.
And they just love Disney parks. They're always there. They got like Disney tattoos.
That I don't have. I'm not that far into the iceberg.
They wear the shoes,
The merchant, dude. These
The-
are
the merch.
Yeah, the Mickey merch. That's these.
okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
Those
lot.
are the Mickey 12s. I like
Yeah,
it.
these are Gucci.
Oh.
These are Gucci. Mickey
Excuse me.
Gucci.
Excuse me.
Mickey Gucci. I'm sorry. Alrighty then. So let's do our little intro. So then we can really just talk about whatever the hell we want. Welcome back, guys. Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood. I'm your host, Ashley.
I'm your co-host Edelia.
And we're here today with
Drew.
Or Drew Phoenix. Is that your last name?
Hell no.
Of course not.
I mean,
my
that's pretty
alien.
cool.
That's my alien.
Oh yeah, like my Dark Nebula. Oh my god, I put it on a poster finally, like a fight poster that says Nebula. I was like, yes,
I
finally.
said it for you. No, did I?
No, you're
I
supposed
did.
to.
No, I did.
You did not.
I did.
You said
Yeah,
Nebula?
absolutely. We could go on
I don't
YouTube right
remember.
now.
For which one?
The last white lion that you competed at.
The last White Lion? My match got canceled. I think you were gonna say it, but my match got canceled.
Oh, it got canceled the day of.
Yeah, because the girl was late.
And you haven't competed after that?
For White Lion, no. Yeah, it's been, I don't even know when that was.
All right. Well,
That
then
was
I
like earlier this
I
year.
was gonna say it because you told me to say
Yeah, I
it.
think you were gonna say it, but then the match got canceled.
Oh,
So
there we go.
you didn't get an opportunity.
Well, I almost said it.
And before we forget, don't forget to follow us, subscribe, hit the like button on YouTube, on Instagram, follow us on all platforms, Spotify, TikTok, YouTube. What's your plug-in for Instagram?
Drew_Phoenix, DRU_Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay, we're not gonna tell you his real last name, but we'll tell you he's Dominican.
Whoa.
All
No, everybody thinks that. My actual family history is pretty cool.
right, tell me about it.
So I grew up confused.
Okay.
All
You
right.
grew up confused?
Yes, because my parents are from a Spanish country,
Okay.
right? But my father talked like this. And my uncle was a Rasta,
Oh.
right? So now it's like people will come to my house. They're like, "Why is your dad and your uncle Jamaican?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Right?
I don't know.
You're like, that's a great question.
Yeah. So my last name is actually Cuthbert, which is a British last name.
Was not expecting that. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Now you guys know his last name.
Yeah.
Cuthbert.
Bert. Cuthbert.
Cuthbert.
Yeah.
I've never heard that last
Yeah.
name.
My mom's last name is Campbell. So
Okay,
here's the
I
story.
know.
On the Caribbean coast of Nicaragua, where
Okay.
my parents are from.
Okay, so you're Nicaraguan.
Let him get to
Okay,
it. He's trying to get to it.
Patience.
Because once I learned my family history, I'm just like, nah, don't say I'm Nicaraguan.
Okay, go.
right.
Continue.
So on the Caribbean coast of Nicaragua, so quick history lesson: slave trade, ships crashed, Africans swam to the shore, had a big orgy with the locals, right?
Fun.
Right. So out came a couple tribes, right? And one of them was the Garifunas. Garifunas are like really dark, and people kind of know about them. And then you have the Miskito, Miskitos. There are a lot of people that look like me or really Indian.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but most of us look like me. Okay.
Most of us look like me.
Yeah, we just look like light-skinned black people.
Okay.
All right. So that happened. Okay. So the British made contact with us. We liked their customs and culture, so we started to adopt like their last name, how they used to dress. And I've read like British soldier journals that was like the Mosquito people can hunt, they can track people, they're fierce warriors, like all this stuff, right? So what happened is they made some agreement with the British, and then we used to attack the Spanish for the British.
Okay.
Yeah. See, so the people on the Caribbean coast were never conquered by the Spanish, which is why we don't have Spanish last names.
Right.
So I have a sense of pride with that, right? So, we had our thing going on with the British, and then they used to appoint people from Jamaica as kings of that particular area, the kings of the Mosquito.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you look up Mosquito kings, right, and you look at like the lineage, one of them, Robert Henry Clarence, was like one of my great 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 grandfathers, right?
Oh, so you're royalty.
Yes.
Okay.
Gonna turn a little bit.
Proud about it. Call me Your Grace.
Sorry.
Can you continue?
Damn it. That's the. So,
So Jamaican king.
oh yeah. So there's like a picture. If you look up Mosquito Kings, Miskito. If you look up Mosquito Kings, there's like one really young one who looks super Indian, right? That's Robert Henry Clarence, one of my ancestors. But then there's two on the council, J.W. Cuthbert and his son, who look like my family members. So it's like you have the king and then two people on the council that are my ancestors. And then if you go through the list of Mosquito Kings, my grandfather, right, my dad's dad, was supposed to be the last one. They have him listed as a pretender, which means like he was supposed to have made a claim but couldn't really do it because it got all messed
Throne
up.
claims. Reminds me of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a claim to the throne.
Yeah. Pretender, right?
Pretender.
So then, just to cap off the story, the reason why I feel like when it comes to when
Anyone
people say I'm
calling you
Nicaraguan,
Dominican?
it's cool. I love Dominican. I love the Dominican.
Hispanic in general.
Yeah, I don't. Well, because I'm not Hispanic, right? But it's because after I think the Spanish and American War, one of those wars happened, and England was like, all right, we're pulling back.
Yeah.
And then my grandfather had to go into exile, so like he had to like go through Belize or some shit to get back to Jamaica. Yes.
Okay.
Well, my ancestor, not my
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had to like figure out his way to Jamaica, and then he ended up dying in Kingston Public Hospital. Yeah.
Okay.
So what they did is they came in, the Nicaraguan government, right? Because bidders pulled out. So the Nicaraguan government, so we lost all the resources.
Mhm.
Nicaraguan government came in, destroyed all the Mosquito records, and they said that the people that look like us, that were Creoles. What the fuck is a Creole? I have no idea. Right? But the people that
I
speak
thought that was
English,
a language.
yes.
It's not a language.
Haitians speak it, but then they
Yeah.
use it.
It's just a dialect of French.
Yeah, but then he's saying that they're saying that they were calling them Creole, like
They called
that
us
was like
Creoles.
the race or whatever.
And they said that we speak like my dad and my mom, like we speak like Creole English. Like it's weird.
Creole
But then the Mosquito, like the ones that look really Indian, they're like, okay, you guys are the Mosquitoes. So it created like this
Rift.
They just like
rift
changed
between the
it.
two,
Like what the hell?
when in reality we're all supposed to be the same people, but we're completely different from the ones on the mainland. Like they call us Negros de la Costa. It's like them niggas on the coast. You know what I mean? Like, so of course, when people say like, because I did my research, so now like when I see my cousins waving the Nicaraguan flag, I just be like,
You're like, that's not who we are.
yeah, that's not who we are. But it's ignorance because nobody, like, you have to really go through the history books and like go look to see what
Yeah,
happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They basically just like
That is, I had no
mean-
idea.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like every government like kind of changes history a little bit. They're like, you know what,
His
let's just say this
story.
instead. Yeah, his
Like, let's
story.
walk
Yeah,
this a little
exactly,
bit.
his
Yeah.
story. So it's like they just like when it's like kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So sorry for calling you.
No.
Dominican.
But I swear to Jesus, I would
Pretty
rather be
easy.
called
I
Dominican.
was gonna say, I was like, honestly, that seemed like it offended him less than calling him Nicaraguan.
Yes.
Oh, true.
Because the Dominicans, they didn't come and torture my ancestors or destroy the records or
True.
take our shit. Like they didn't do anything
I
like
see.
that.
I see.
I was like, Dominicans
You
are
like
cool too.
Dominicans?
Dominicans is one of my favorite
Like your
cultures.
bestie, is it Mellow
Yeah, my
Dominican?
bestie. Yeah,
Mellow.
motherfucker. Him and Gabe, I'm so cool with them too. They're
Okay,
Dominican.
with the Dominican too?
Mhm.
Okay, interesting. I am not Dominican.
What are you?
I'm just Cuban.
Just Cuban?
I mean, I got some Syrian in there.
You do look
Get in the
kind of
eyes.
nice.
Only right here. Can't see it anywhere else.
Just put the burqa on. Just you.
Oh my!
Assalamu alaikum. Like, I got you.
Then I'll really like that. I'll really fit in just like that.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to them to have a background of also how you got into jiu-jitsu. Tell us a little bit about that. Because you're a black belt.
I know.
You own your own
So we're gonna
gym.
ask him about his journey, guys.
He owns his
Come
own
with
gym.
us.
Yeah,
On
come.
his journey.
What is it? Come with me. All those stupid reels. Come with me. Come with me here. Come with me here.
Yeah.
All right. Come with us on this journey of Drew Phoenix. He's a black belt. He's been training for, I'm going to figure that out now. He owns his own gym.
Mhm.
I recently found out you were also in military, which I want to ask you about that because I didn't know that.
Oh, what branch?
Marine.
I said it later.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Damn it.
These are the Marines?
Yeah.
Okay. Spoilers. Okay, so start us off on the how you got into jiu-jitsu and like what's led you to now and having like your own gym. Like how did that all happen?
Okay, so my last 3 years in the Marines, I guarded embassies, and it's something that only Marines could do. So it's a 3-year tour. You spend a year at every embassy, and you could go to 3 different countries around the world. Our job is cake. You guard the embassy. You make sure the people that are supposed to be in get in, and the people that are not supposed to be in there, they get out.
Okay.
Glorified security guard.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
getting paid a lot more money than you would, and you're in a
Dang.
foreign country, and you guys live in the Marines live in a house.
Mhm.
There's a maid, a cook, and a driver. Because you fall under the Department of State budget, not the Marine Corps budget. So but there's money, and we get it. So it's awesome.
Nice.
The only thing about it is if the embassy gets attacked, then it gets real shitty. And I never been at an embassy that got attacked, but I was in a country, I was in West Africa, and there was a coup d'etat, and they were trying to overthrow the president. So they evacuated everybody at the embassy besides the Marines and the ambassador. So we're just there with the ambassador, and we're just kind of like, all right, because our house was on compound, so we'd go to the embassy and then come back. But I remember one day I was looking on the cameras, and there was a gas station across the street. And these guys were like dipping buckets, like they take the gas pump off, and they were dipping buckets and taking I don't know where they're gonna go with the gas,
Buckets.
right? But they're like a well, like they just got a rope on buckets and they're like taking out all the
Oh
gas.
my
I don't know.
god! And you're here just watching this like
I'm on the camera like, oh shit, like watching like a
over
movie.
here. Yeah.
Like I'm turning the camera. And then they got these guys, like these military guys. Oh no, they're police, but they're like the special operations of the police called the gendarmes. And the gendarmes pull up in these black trucks, all black berets, and the people look and they start hauling ass. They start running.
They
right?
ditch the buckets, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Gas all over the place. Yeah, no, they're not carrying the buckets. Even though right before this happened, I see a motherfucker running down the street with a gas bucket. It's hilarious, right? So then gendarmes pull up, right, and everybody starts booking it, and one poor soul trips.
It's just like the movies.
One of them runs, and he pulled his foot like this high and just stomped him. Boom!
Oh, no.
I was like,
On the guy's head?
yeah. And then they just pick him up, throw him in the truck, and start going down the street trying to catch more. I was like, holy
That's
shit.
pretty gruesome. Like,
That is pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
sheesh.
And I saw it just, and I was
Well, who
like,
are those guys again? What
gendarmes.
is
They're
that?
just special operation police.
Man, but that was. I guess they don't have like any bound. Like, there's no. It's like no rules. Just do what you gotta do.
Because you're in West Africa, okay? I don't know if you know about African government, but
They're intense.
it's like
Sounds intense.
it's the Wild Wild West over there. I was in West Africa. I was in Guinea. It's the Wild Wild West.
Wait, so what 3 countries did you stay in then?
I was in Guinea in West Africa. Then I went to Beijing, China,
Oh my
and
goodness.
then I got in
Very
trouble in
intense area.
Beijing, China.
What'd you do?
I mean, I'm sure it's not that hard to get in trouble with China.
I'm
I feel
sorry.
like.
Okay, this is younger me, angrier me.
Oh no.
I
what
called a
did you-
female marine a bitch. It's the first time I ever worked with females, and she was like,
No, we's bitches.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, that. I mean, it's pretty basic.
I'm not one of those dudes. Like, I mean, depending on the context, I'll call a woman a bitch, but like in
What'd
a
she
good
do,
way,
bro?
right?
What'd she do?
But she
Told you what to do.
no, she tried to pull rank on me, but we were the same rank, so we would always bump heads.
No, you're not my supervisor. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah,
You're not
well.
my supervisor.
Now look, I fucked up. Right? I fucked up one night because I was out with a Brazilian woman. Okay, and I got super drunk, and
In China?
Yeah, in China.
Brazilian?
Yeah.
Military.
Yeah. No, she was. I don't know. She was a student.
Oh, okay.
But you know, Brazilians go to Asia, like Japan and
I
China.
didn't know that.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I was like,
yeah.
wait, in China?
That's what happens.
The more you know.
Yeah, and she just kept getting me Jack Daniels, kept feeding me Jack Daniels. Next thing I know, I'm blacked out drunk. Right? I was like, what, 22?
Oh my.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
You were young.
And I was supposed to be back at the embassy at 5, and I was 20 minutes away.
Mhm.
And I didn't come to until like 4:45. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be late. So I get out the club, and then, yeah. 'Cause
I get out of the club, hit my way to the embassy.
So I'm in the taxi now, like headed towards the embassy. And I call Post 1 like an idiot. I should have called the Marine's cell phone who was there, but whatever. I call Post 1, right? It's recorded. And she gets on the phone and she's just like, Post 1, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be late. Just let Gunny know, like, I fucked up. And she goes, you're a fucking sergeant. You should be setting example for the junior Marines. She just started chewing my ass. I was like, bitch, will you shut the fuck up?
Oh no.
It was out of hand.
She called you out.
Yeah, I told you I fucked up. But the thing with me and her is like we were bumping heads from the beginning
Yeah, so you're already
because
like, I hate you.
when I got to the detachment, there was 12 Marines there. There was 10 sergeants, a corporal, a staff sergeant, and a gunnery sergeant. So basically, it's like we're within 3 ranks of each other. But we're all doing the same job pretty much. So like the only people that are higher would be the staff sergeant and the gunny. Like they're the ones in charge, right? You got number 1, number 2, and the rest of us are the same. Basically. So it's like the first day, like as soon as my email got active, she sends this nasty email to all of us. Mind you, we have maid cook drivers, right? She was like, you guys need to wash your fucking dishes. I'm not your fucking mother. Da, 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 da. And I was like, and I have,
We have a maid.
and I was never one that was scared to like call people out or like just talk to you. Like I'll talk to you. I'll talk to anybody about anything. I'm not gonna come at you aggressive. I'm just gonna state the problem and like let's talk about this.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, Sergeant Sexton, I'm a sergeant. You're a sergeant. Okay. that email that you just sent, I was like, first of all, why was I included? Okay, because I just got here. And number two, we have maids that's gonna do that, or the cook that comes in the morning, he's gonna do that. So what are you tripping for? I was like, I don't get it. I was like, but anyways, don't speak to me like that.
But that's the point.
Yeah, and then that me and her bumping heads the entire
Since day
fucking time I
one.
was there,
Yeah.
and then that conversation when I was like I said, I was fucked up, I was wrong, but like
Okay,
I was tired of
so
her.
you got in trouble in China because we digressed. And
Oh,
then what
my
happened?
fault.
And then where
That's
else
my
did you
fault.
go?
I asked questions.
Yeah, my bad.
That's on me.
That's fine.
I asked why she was a bitch.
I was talking about yeah. Anyways, how do I get into jujitsu?
Yeah,
I never told this story, bro.
We're getting
Hold
to know you outside of jiu-jitsu.
Hold on, but I have just one more story about the gendarmes. Because it's a
Okay.
cool one. So this is before, like back in West Africa.
Okay.
Okay,
Before China.
before China.
We still only know of 2 locations, but continue.
After I got in trouble, I got sent back to West Africa, but like
Wow.
there was nothing like I was in Niger at this point. But in Niger, nothing like super cool happened that I can remember.
Okay.
So I'm with my homie Mike who worked at the embassy too, and I got drunk the night before, but we used to go by the beach because there used to be like a bunch of little African kids with coconuts, and they'll like cut them up right there and like just give them to you. You just drink the coconut water, right? So it was great. So we get like 4 coconuts for like $1. So we headed down there, and as we were coming back, there's like ants, like people just in the city just going nuts. And we're like, what the fuck's going on? So we get out the car and we start walking to the crowd, and we asked somebody because him and I both spoke because they speak French there.
Mm-hmm.
Him and I both got super conversational with French just by asking people like, "Oh, how do you say this? How do you say that?" Right.
Mhm.
So we asked them like, "Yo, what's going on?" So prior to this, there was like people were getting their kids kidnapped,
Oh.
and it was a bunch of Nigerian guys doing it.
Was it for ransom or?
Nah, for fucking sex trade.
Okay, yeah, that's terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
So this was going on for it is terrible. Right? And it was going on for like weeks, and then they caught those motherfuckers. Like people in the city caught them. So the whole entire city comes out, and they're like one traffic circle, and they are beating the shit out of these guys.
I
We were like, oh, it's those were the guys doing it? We were like, yeah, so we just there just hanging out, like, yeah, drinking our coconut water. Like
Justice is being served.
the gendarmes are there, they're chilling.
They're also watching.
They're watching, yeah. Because the people got it, right? So the Ghanaians, they were fucking these guys up. And then as soon as they seen like one of like when they were like on the brink of death, the gendarmes will come, pick them up, throw them in the truck.
Oh my god.
And just wait.
They're freaking throwing in the truck.
That's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah,
actually.
justice being served.
That's a justice.
That's
I
justice.
kind of love that.
Yes, I love it. We need to get
That's
some
big.
gendarmes.
It's
here.
a little,
Let
it's a
them
little
do fucking shit.
violent, but I'm into it. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to steal kids? You want to do shit to kids?
Exactly.
Go fuck yourself. They all deserve it.
Yeah, no,
100%.
Not you go fuck yourself, but you know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you were talking about. You were talking about them, not me. I got
yeah,
you.
no, fuck.
We just made eye contact in that
Yeah.
moment. That's fine.
It says it's recording.
I would really suck if it wasn't.
I know. Does it say as an option to stop recording?
Where would that be? Oh, yes, it does. It is, in fact, the option. Stop recording.
Okay.
So it's going.
Just
We're going.
straight paranoia. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we've had so many hiccups in the past.
That's why I was like, I need technical
that's
difficulty
fine.
time, and I had technical difficulties. I was like, why is
That's
it
fine.
like
I got my mud water.
I got my mud water. Okay, so
How'd I get into jujitsu?
how does all this lead to you getting into jujitsu?
All right, so my last 6 months,
Okay.
I was in Niger, which is in West Africa again, and at this point, I didn't like UFC. And you know why?
UFC?
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't like UFC at this point in my life. You know why?
Why?
Because of all the gay shit they were doing on the ground.
Oh, God.
All the gay shit.
You mean the gay shit you do now?
The gay shit I love now.
Yeah, I absolutely love.
I'll be teaching everybody this.
Yeah.
shit.
Because I swear, up until this point in my life, I only used to like watching Tank Abbott because he went out there and like tried to knock motherfuckers out. So one day I was leaving the embassy, and I came back in the house. I think I was like coming off of a night shift or the early morning shift, but I had to go back on at nighttime because we were like short staffed.
Mhm.
So I get off the first shift and it's like 12 in the afternoon. And the Marines are in the house watching UFC, right? So I sit down because I'm just chilling with them. We have a bar in the house. I go get myself like a Jack and Coke or something. I'm just sitting down.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. Right. And Rampage was fighting Forrest Griffin and he had just lost. And Joe Rogan asked him, he was like, what happened? And Rampage is like, he whooped my ass. Like, what do you want me to tell you?
Bro, he beat my ass. Did you
And I
not
was
watch
like,
this?
right? And I was like, yo, I like this guy. Like, well, who the fuck is this guy? So then that same night I went to the embassy, right? So now I'm on the computer on YouTube, just Rampage Jackson. And I just go through all his crazy videos of him humping reporters. And I start, you never watch Rampage videos? Rampage is a psychopath.
I
I mean, clearly he was humping reporters.
Yeah, he's humping their leg like a dog. Like he's done it to
Jackass
multiple.
style shit.
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Okay.
So and he's hilarious, right? So then I see him, powerbomb a motherfucker in Pride, and I start watching the Pride fights, and then I, start just going through it, right? And I seen in another interview, he was like, somebody asked him who he felt was the greatest fighter of all time, and he said BJ Penn. So I'm like, who the fuck's BJ Penn?
More research.
So yeah, literally 8 hours of just
BJ Penn.
yeah, because I was on the night shift. There was nobody in the embassy, and nothing
okay.
crazy was going on. So it was like, can't get in trouble for that now, statute of limitations. Anyway, so he said BJ Penn. So the first video I see is him jumping out of a pool, and I was like, how did that motherfucker jump out of a pool? So then he started talking about. Then I seen interviews with him talking about how he won the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships in Brazil, first American to do it with only 3 years of training. I was like, what? So then I start watching all of BJ Penn's fights, and I start watching all of his jiu-jitsu stuff, and then I fell in love with it.
Just by watching it?
Just by watching it. And it just so happens that some guy had sent us this DVD like book, right? Because we're talking about 2008.
Yeah.
So, this guy, like, he was like, all about the troops. So he had sent us, or we got sent through an organization. I don't know how the fuck we got the DVDs, but we got them. It was from like UFC 1 until like UFC 85.
UFC 1.
Yeah. And then it was all of the Ultimate Fighter seasons up until that point. And I sat there for 6 months and devoured all of it. So when I came home, so then when I got home, I'm like, I'm training. So whatever school was closest to me, I went and started training. And that was 2009.
Where was that? Where did you start training?
There was this guy named Armando Condi who was like this little bald Brazilian man. He's like 145, made you feel like he was 300 pounds. Yeah. He was teaching at this place that this Jewish guy, everybody knows him, like Yaniv Rosenberg, like it was at his place, right? And I was training under Armando Condi there. Then he got like visa troubles, some type of immigration troubles, and then I was with Cyborg for a while.
Also, you were in Cyborg the entire time.
Okay.
Cyborg.
Yeah, I was a blue belt on the side.
Like Cyborg?
Yeah.
Like Vice Sport Cyborg?
Yeah, every time I see him, he gives me like a hug, like a fucking big ass gorilla gives me a hug.
It's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. Cyborg before.
Swiss, I don't really
I knew
care.
Cyborg before ADCC, and that was great. Like he was like very like hands on in the gym and stuff. But then I tore my ACL shortly after that, and I took like 2 years off, and then I'm like, I'm not driving all the way down to Miami no more. So then I started training back with Yaniv at that time because he was a black belt. But then I felt like I couldn't really like grow because I was the highest rank in the room, and I'm coming off of injury.
It really sucks when that happens. Like I hear that a lot. Like you end up being like the highest rank, and then you end up having to like change gyms.
Yeah. Because
Do you think it's worth it though?
what?
Like let's say you're not the black belt, but you are the highest ranked. Like, do you think it's a good idea to just switch gyms to a gym that just has more higher ranks in general, so that you're like, do you feel like that stagnates you too much? Because I feel like that's a very common problem in a lot of like smaller gyms.
I think that you can make it work either way.
Yeah.
You could definitely make it work because You know, like what Joe Rogan said, you get good at jiu-jitsu by strangling blue belts.
I mean, yeah, and like Amy Campo, she's like one of the higher ranks in her gym. I think she has other ones, but for the most part, she was like, "Oh, my training camp was literally me training with like all the blue belts and whatever."
Yeah.
And she's a black belt, so I was like, "So what made you want to like feel the what made you feel the need to switch gyms then? What were you, purple?
mhm,
And you were the highest rank?
yeah. I
Besides your
just,
teacher, I guess, yeah.
huh?
Besides the teacher.
Yeah. AJ, because I went to AJ Souza school. AJ just had more people that wanted to compete, just a tougher
The
room.
vibe, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the vibe, like that, just being around just a bunch of monsters. Like I just wanted to be in that. Like I still was just like I was like what 26 at the time, maybe 27, somewhere around there. Still just fucking like like, I just want to do this, right? And I just wanted to be in that room because I went there for a promotion ceremony or something, and I got my ass whooped by a blue belt, and I was like, maybe I just need to be here.
Interesting.
So that's what made me stay with AJ. So I was black belt.
Okay, so you got AJ is no, what's his real name?
AJ Souza.
Susan. Okay, so you got your black belt from that guy.
Yeah, I got co-promoted because I was also like, for my job, I was working with another black belt, so they both promoted me to brown and black.
Oh, so both of them together. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what made you like want to open your own gym?
So GF team for a lot of there where I was at
Mhm.
was ran by AJ and this lawyer guy, but like AJ became a firefighter and the guy was a lawyer, so like they really didn't have time to really like dedicate to the gym, so they needed like a gym manager.
Mm.
So I'm like, my cousin Devin, he is amazing with organization.
Okay.
He could organize and systematize anything, right? So I was like, yo,
Sounds great. I
oh
love
yeah,
it.
I love it. Sounds
Yeah.
great.
That with my OCD, that sounds wonderful.
oh man, he's
I
the
love it.
best business partner, right hand man, best friend everything man could have.
Good for you.
Yes, fucking blessed to have him.
Amen.
He's nice. I met him.
Yeah, he's a dick, but
Who?
He used
He
to
was
bully
nice.
me when I was
He
a
was nice
kid.
to me.
He used to bully me when I was a kid. No,
I think you needed bullying.
I did.
You were like, somebody had to tame me a little bit.
Because I had like one group of cousins that like I was when I started like getting bigger, right? Like I started like challenging like my older cousins, and then I met Devin, and then it was just like, oh shit, I got beat up consistently.
Oh
and
man.
humbled.
But like
Well,
family
good,
beating
though.
up or actual beating up.
I mean, come on, I
Damn,
grew up in
Devin.
I grew up in the '90s and 2000s. Like we
You
were
were
watching
definitely
wrestling.
acting.
And we were,
Beating up.
you know what I mean?
We're gonna like
And then at the end,
toilet
at the
bowl.
end, it's like we're still friends. Oh.
Yeah, like I don't know how I didn't drown back then. Like,
Bro, no, he's not wrong. It's fine. Like, it's pretty aggressive. Like back in the day, like they didn't care. They
Yeah.
went like all out. No F's given.
none.
So that's not the gym you're at now, right?
Anyways, me and Devin started managing the gym, and like Devin started like collecting all the payments, updating everybody's shit, And then I was like, Devin, man, like when I get my black belt, we should just start our own gym. He's like, hell yeah. So we imagined big ass mat space, big ass workout area,
Okay.
right? We're like, that's the
Like
gym
half
that we-
gym, half like. Oh, I know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. I had no idea we were gonna manifest this for our first gym.
Manifest. I like
Yes,
the word
that shit
choice.
works.
I like the word choice.
No, because me and Devin did that with an apartment, and we did that with this gym.
Hold on, what side are you again?
A cancer.
Oh, that's right, like me. You were the one that was like me. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we
So they
manifested, right?
manifested it.
So I got my black belt on a Wednesday, and that's the day GF team closed down. Okay. Got my black belt, and I told them for my black belt speech, I was like, listen, like me and Devin, we're gonna go start our own school, guys. Just give us, like a week or two, and we'll get this thing done. We can continue training. And it's in the middle of COVID, right? Like
And
this is
that's the
September.
students that are in that gym.
No,
already.
hell no.
Oh no, who was
No,
that?
no,
There was like 30 people that was like, yeah, we're gonna come. Like 5 came.
Oh, so that's like a promotional ceremony.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're like, hey guys. all
Yeah,
right,
I'm gonna
okay.
do it. All right, don't worry. The gym's
Join
closing
us.
down, but me and Devin got this. 5 people came.
Oh.
Better than zero.
No, but I'm grateful for them.
Yeah, better than zero.
Yeah, better than 0, right?
But still out of like 30, and like that gym closed.
It's fine.
What?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
Because
fine.
I have an environment in my gym, right? That like if you just go and train it's similar to Gabe shit. It's like it's not for everybody.
Mhm.
We're like, it ain't for everybody,
Okay.
right? So I guess that those people that didn't come with us, and thinking of a couple of them, like yeah, like it wasn't for them either.
Like they weren't like people that wanted to train hard and like push themselves.
It's more than that, because we have that,
Mhm.
but then there's the element of like talking shit, not getting personal, right? Being there, like being very supportive for each other. Like there's just a vibe that we have.
Oh, I see. Like yeah, just being really supportive, like the team structure.
Yeah, but also like having like a loose environment, but still being respectful. Like it's
I prefer that.
yeah.
Yeah, not super like
So
Nazis.
so like we knew Gilbert Burns, the UFC fighter.
Mhm.
We knew him, and he, you know, when he found out that the gym was closing, he put me in contact with Henry Hooft, which is the main coach in Killcliff. Okay, and or Sanford at the time. Anyways, he had his MMA program at Hard Knocks, where my gym is at, and they left because some medical company sponsored them. Now they're sponsored by the Killcliff, the drink. They left. They're 15 minutes north of us in a giant, like, nice gym, and they left their amateur program there. So
Okay.
when GF Team closed down, I spoke with Henry, and Henry hooked us up, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys can start your jiu-jitsu program here." It was for pennies, and he was like, "You know, I have my amateur MMA program. These are the days that you can train." And then the amateur MMA guys that were there, they started training with us, and then that's how like. So that was the Monday after I got promoted. Here I am starting in this new gym.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it like fell into place perfectly.
Yeah,
It's
you
manifested.
Really awesome.
it did.
It was manifested.
It
Yes.
was meant to happen.
But I'm telling you,
Oh,
imposter syndrome.
oh yeah.
Oh.
What? Because I just got my black belt. Brown belt is the coolest rank because I feel like you're like a cool uncle, right? Or not?
It's like not enough pressure because you're not a black belt, but like they're still like respected.
Yeah.
You're a cool uncle.
It's like the aunties and the uncles in the gym. Like you know, you respect them. They know shit, but you
They
don't
help
have
you
to.
out.
Yeah. But you're not like a black belt, so it's like it's cool. I love the brown belt. Brown belt is my favorite rank.
Yeah, I don't mind chilling here for a minute.
Yeah,
The brown
enjoy
belt.
it because when you're black, you get a fucking big old target on your back, and
And people just expect a lot more too, for whatever reason. Like even if like that's not like your personal goals, they just expect you to do it. Sure.
I don't mind being an eternal brown belt. That sounds nice.
I know. A turn out auntie. Turn out
auntie
auntie.
said, hell yeah.
It's like now I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
Yeah, like you get to just like, figure stuff out and figure out your game and work it and make it better. And then eventually then you get a black belt, they're like, okay, now you got to prove that everything you just worked on was actually like work that you've been working on. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Can we just keep it chill?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it's been great. Cause
And they still do it at the MMA program.
yeah, because then a couple months later, these two twins, the Perry twins, they had amateur MMA title fights, and they're like, "Coach, you come corner me," and I'm like, "I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. What do you want me to corner you
like,
for?"
I'm so sorry. What am I supposed
I mean,
to
I can, but like,
So I was like, "Go, yes, come on."
yes, that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wait, but they were doing MMA and
They were doing
won.
MMA, punching face, kick
But did they
face.
get to the floor? Because you were saying
Yeah,
Kimura?
one of them
Okay,
did like
okay.
a Kimura trap and swept the guy. I was
Well,
like,
look
"Fuck
at
yeah."
Okay.
I didn't teach him that. Yeah.
I'll just take the credit.
You just sent the energy,
Yeah.
the jiu-jitsu energy. Like, here are my skills. That's all I got, though.
But then then that sparked into me working with like other MMA guys and then pros, and then now like I've been traveling all over the world.
So now you coach
coaching
for MMA?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you practice MMA?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I have to. I feel like I have to.
Well, yeah, because
I mean,
I
aren't
don't
there a
coach
lot of
enough.
big coaches that are just coaches, like in MMA, like in the higher level competitors, where they don't actually like train, but they just know like what works? Doesn't that exist too?
No, that does.
Yeah,
That does.
where they don't really like train anymore.
Yeah. I'm a
Hands-on type of dude,
yeah, what is it called? I am hands-on.
like visual learner.
Yeah, visual,
active
auditory.
learner. Active learner.
There's another name. There's another word.
I mean, it
Visual,
escaped
auditory,
me.
kinesthetic. Kinesthetic.
Kinesthetic.
I'm a kinesthetic learner. I have to touch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
So
see.
if you wanna fuck with not fuck with people, you wanna learn how to communicate better with somebody, or
Mhm.
like if you're in charge of them,
Mhm.
right? How to lead them better.
Mhm.
You figure out what their primary sensory dominance is.
Mm.
So like I have like a PDF file that has
Send
like
that to me.
questions. It has questions and like it's like okay, like when you experience an event, do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you hear it? When you recall a memory, do you see it? Like it'll ask you those questions and then
Okay.
Dang,
based
what if
on
you're
how you
like all
answer.
of it?
But there's a primary one. There's always a primary one.
Okay, I want to take the test. Yes, send
Yeah.
it. Send it.
One of the quickest ways to figure out what your primary sensory dominance is just listen to the person and see like how they respond. If they say like, "Oh, I see what you're saying." All right, so if you kept saying, "Oh, I see what you're saying," right? And I want to get a point across to you, I'm like, "Hey, picture this." Right?
Picture it.
Oh.
Or if you're like, "Oh, I hear what
you,
you're
I
saying.
hear you.
I hear you." All right, listen. Right? You're like, yeah. Or somebody else like, I feel you. Like, okay, like
Damn, that's me. I
That,
feel you.
that
I
might,
feel
that
you.
might be me, but I hear you also kind of
Yeah.
like resonates. So like I really want to take this.
so like and I feel you personally, you're like, yo.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's how you get me to pay attention. Like,
yo.
I feel like if I master this, I feel like I'm gonna have a superpower. Communicating.
Yeah, super
It is.
communication power. That's a good skill.
Yeah, so I do this with my fighters. Like I like kind of like pay attention and I see
Yeah,
like what
that's
their primary,
interesting.
so I can help coach them better.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, interesting. Okay,
that is very interesting.
and this gym is beautiful. We're actually gonna be hosting at his gym our next tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed the logo on the. It's like a shark and a person.
gorilla.
Oh, and a gorilla. And a
The
person.
shark and I'm sorry, it's giving me Eagle Fang vibes. That's
Eagle
awesome.
fan.
Eagle Fang.
Oh, Eagle fan. You watch Cobra Kai?
No.
Oh. That's when they merged two dojos and then they
Yeah.
called it Eagle Fang. Or no, that was his own one.
It was his own.
Oh no, he renamed his instead of Cobra Kai because he like branched off. He named it Eagle Fang,
Which is terrible.
which is a terrible name for a
I need to watch
dojo,
that
but it's pretty.
It's really ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but it's so
But I love
entertaining.
it.
It was so entertaining. So I love that about his gym that he has like a giant workout space, and then the jiu-jitsu space is like in an MMA cage kind of because
There's like a cage on one side.
there's a
and
cage on one side, but then
walls.
there's walls.
I'm excited to visit your gym.
Yeah, we have to go up there anyway to figure out the setup, but we could do like
We'll go
open
together.
mat.
We'll go together. I want to go.
You want to do open mat? Or you want to just like go
No,
check it
come to
out?
open mat. Come train.
We can do both. I don't mind.
But it's on Saturdays, right?
Sunday
Oh, I
12.
always think Saturday.
You do it on the Lord's Day?
On the
On
Lord's
the
Day.
Lord's Day?
And I have church. It's
On the Lord.
All right, sure.
So yeah, we gotta check it out anyway. You should see it. It's a little far from us, but worth the drive.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I drove down here. Y'all could drive.
Hey, I
We're gonna do
did.
it a
Hey, I
couple
did.
times.
Yeah, we gotta do it a few times. It's okay though.
Yeah.
He made his way to us, so
Yeah, I'm excited to see your gym.
yeah, and him and Devin were really supportive about having us there, which was really nice.
Oh, it is really
Yeah.
nice. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Like a lot, really great.
Yeah.
And like you said, like it's a very nice area. We could even have vendors if we wanted to, but
Oh.
I mean, we'd have to look at
Well,
Well,
that's behind the scenes stuff.
I
Don't
definitely talked to Devin about this shit.
Devin, not me.
Like in the gym.
He's type A. I'm gonna love it.
No, because yo, like, there's a separation of church and state. Like in my gym is like, talk to me about technique, talk to Devin about all that other shit.
All like the manager stuff.
Like people like they'll message me like, oh coach, I gotta change my billing. Talk to
Wrong
Devin.
person.
Devin.
Hey
Wrong
coach, I need a rash guard. To Devin. That's a Devin question.
I see.
Talk to me about technique. Jiu-Jitsu? Me.
What rank is Devin?
He's a purple.
He's a purple belt. Okay.
Really good purple.
A really good purple belt.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be promoting him?
Why did you have to say it that way?
He sounds angry. He looks angry.
Spoilers again.
Now he knows. I'm gonna tell him to watch soon.
Right?
Like,
Yeah, he's getting.
He was like, nah, he wouldn't go watch this.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. But you're gonna be promoting him to black belt, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. He
Oh,
gets
that's gonna
promoted
be
by
a
his.
celebration and a half. Yes.
So opening a gym, I wanted to know because I've thought about it, but I also I don't know. Do you actually you travel a lot still, don't
I
you?
travel.
So I guess because you have Devin there to like back you up. Like who teaches when you're traveling?
Okay, so my leadership style is very influenced by the Marine Corps, obviously, because that's the best leadership
So, right.
organization in the world. Yeah.
So right.
Well, it decentralizes the leadership. Like it doesn't all depend on me,
Okay.
right?
Which is the way it's
Because
supposed to be.
yeah, because you can't do it by yourself, especially when your school gets too big. Like you need leaders under you that's going to lead. And I just been blessed to have Devin, Thanos, Desi. Like we are all four of us are gym leadership. Like Thanos is the Jewish guy that you could hear him on the other side of the gym when he's at tournaments. He's loud as fuck.
I've heard that name, but I don't.
He has the coolest
I
last
don't
name
have
ever.
like a face.
That's his actual last name?
Yeah.
I wasn't
Joshua
gonna even
Thanos.
ask because okay.
You think it was an alien.
And then and I'm like,
That's awesome. I
I fucking love that
that.
guy. He's an entrepreneur, family man, and if you look at him, you just think like, oh, everyday white guy.
Typical.
But he is damn good.
That's okay. So that's really important to have like multiple like people that you're willing to like leave the gym to and trust them to
Yeah.
take leadership.
And then the MMA pros that I have working like as coaches too, they are amazing. You know, I got like Fox. Like, did y'all see the White Lion, the guy who got the sub of the night?
For the last one?
Yeah.
No. I
No.
didn't see.
Oh my god. My guy, they did a tag team. Him and Mauricio, they're my other pro. They were doing tag team, and like Mauricio was like wearing him down, and then he'll tag in Foz. Foz is a big old gorilla. He's a vanilla gorilla. Like he's
Vanilla
Vanilla.
girl.
yeah. He had this one guy in a head and arm choke, and I was like, damn, like this guy should probably tap. And like he's like flailing all over the
Oh
place.
my
And he's like,
goodness.
"Ah!" And then he taps, and he got sub of the night. Yeah. But he's like one of the most kindest, gentlest, most deadly human beings that I've ever met.
He's a Snorlax.
Yes, he is a Snorlax.
I'm coming in with nerd.
Of course,
Nerd
Pokemon.
references.
But yeah, I have a bunch of my pro MMA guys. So like my leadership is like solid.
Okay.
It's solid. And I always like we'll have meetings and stuff, and I tell people like the way that like I will allow you to do anything that you feel is right, and whatever it is, I'll back you in it, right? So if you have to check a student, you have to whatever, like you check a student or coach like a certain way, maybe a little harsh, but you felt like it was necessary, then I'll back you up, and then I'll talk to you. You know what I mean? Like I support them because
Talk to
they
you
support.
after.
Yeah. Like me and Devin, like we really function like that. Like,
Okay.
he makes like a crazy decision, or I do, like I'll back him up, and I'm like, "Cuz, like, why'd you do that?"
But why'd you do
And then he'll be like, I did it because of this or me. But I'm the crazier one of the two, so it's usually him saying, "Cuz, why'd you do that?"
Why'd you do that? Like, felt
I
it.
had to.
Felt it.
Yeah.
So do you have any girls at your gym? Oh, sorry. Do you have any questions?
No, you're going. I'm just.
Sorry, I'm just like, bleh.
Fine.
Do you have any girls at your gym? You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Ellie, the Pink Ranger, she is a savage.
Sounds familiar.
She is a kickboxing champion, amateur kickboxing champion. And she's so funny because like she's like this meek little Christian girl with blonde hair, and she's like, "Hi, Drew." Right?
That's adorable.
Yes. She is adorable. And before her last MMA, no, before her last kickboxing match. Oh no, the one before last. I was like, all right, no naked kicks. That means like no throwing a kick unless you have a punch first.
Oh, okay.
Ellie was kicking this girl in her face the entire. Like she did like a teep to her face. Like she just went straight to her face, and the girl fell back. Like, and then she comes up to me. She's like, "Drew, did you say no naked kicks?" I was like, "Don't worry about it." Like,
Girl.
She was like, "I'm sorry. Did you want to tell me what to do?"
but in the most sweetest way possible.
Right?
But then she wanted to get into MMA, so I was like, "Hey, you really got to just focus on jiu-jitsu." And she just won 80cc gold for her first jiu-jitsu tournament.
Nice.
Yeah.
The one that was right here in Miami.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I might have seen her name actually. Maybe that's why I was.
Ali Tremblay.
I think I saw Allie. I don't remember her last name, but I think I remember seeing the name. Cool.
Yeah, her and Thanos got gold, so it was like.
And what was that? Was she a blue belt?
No, she's a white
White
belt. She
belt,
just
okay.
started training for like 3 months, and she won.
Oh, so wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm not that good. Definitely lost my first jiu-jitsu tournament.
I got my
And I
ass
remember
kicked.
I remember you did too.
Oh yeah.
Those people that do like amazing on their first tournament, like
That wasn't meant for me.
I still think competing is not necessarily meant for me, but I enjoy it.
You have a hell of a girl on your plate.
Oh, the child.
The child?
The child that's
We
beating
love her. We interviewed
yeah,
her.
that's beating up adults. Yeah, we actually interviewed her.
Well, I don't even want to roll. Don't put me against her.
I know, but people were like dodging her, and even the promoter was like, "Yo, nobody wants to fight her." But she's my weight.
She's like a prodigy, bro. I
No, she
love her.
is.
She's
She
crazy.
armbarred Tubby. I know Tubby since she was
I
a blue belt.
know.
I love her to
Saw
death.
that,
Like she's
yeah.
great. I'm a fan. When I seen her do that to Tubby, I was like, oh.
I think Tubby got caught sleeping though, because I watched the video and it's not like she was defending it and then got armbarred. She was kind of like in a like transitional thing, and then Jocelyn just grabbed her arm and then like armbarred her. So I think it wasn't like. I think she kind of got like lucky in that moment because she caught it so fast and she noticed that she wasn't really like paying attention to her arms. But I wouldn't hold it against Tubby because I think
No, I don't hold shit against Tubby.
no,
No, because then you're gonna have Tubby beat me up.
Tubby jerked
I'm not trying to answer.
No, I'm just saying, Tubby, she's world champion.
But
She's
she did
amazing,
get
and she
Tubby,
got on
yeah.
board, but that girl. So
Yeah, and I think that was in the open weight too, right?
I don't know. I just know that it happened. and
I
I'm
think it
like,
was open weight. And I think she is heavier than Tubby.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's 155 pounds. So that's
She's
why-
also tall. And
she's also
Tubby's
tall.
way
Yeah, and
taller.
Tubby's short.
Yeah, she's a little. I think she's a little taller than me at this
Bro,
point.
she grew like 2 inches from the last
Yeah,
time
so
we
she's
saw
taller
her.
than I am.
She's like
Who is this girl?
5'8", 5'9", maybe.
She's taller than me.
Let me see, stand up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's probably like maybe
I'm
you're
5'6".
wait. How tall are you?
5'7".
Okay, so she might be like 5'8".
Okay.
And then she's like lanky and 155 pounds. So yes, it's gonna be a challenge for me as a person that's not very good at competing in general.
You're good at competing.
Haven't you rolled with her before
It's
though?
like 50-50. We rolled in an open mat, and it was the first time rolling with her, so I wasn't gonna go like balls to the wall.
I mean, she's like she was considered a prodigy when we also interviewed her. You should have been going.
The first time I try not to go too ham
Okay.
when it's the first
That's
time,
fair.
and then she had to leave, so I was gonna roll with her again and go a little harder because I already was like, okay, the first one was fine, but then she ended up leaving early, so I didn't get a chance to do it again. But no, yeah, I can't be nice to the child. I can't.
No,
I
you
have
have
to
to
treat her like
forget
an
she's a
adult.
child.
Yeah, I have to treat her like an adult, and like, I'm sorry, but try to murder her.
I'm rooting for you.
I'm rooting for you. It's gonna be a tough one because people are dodging her.
No, that's good. That's
Adults
good
are
on you.
dodging her.
That's good on you for taking that challenge.
It was that, or keep waiting for hoping that somebody would sign up, and I just really wanted a match already. So I'm like, you know what? I said, let's see if somebody else signs up. I waited a week, nobody else signed up. I'm like, it's like 2 weeks to the turn, 2.5 weeks. I'm like, I need to get like in the zone already. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take it.
Yeah.
If she accepts, it's on. And of course, she accepted.
Yeah. I think I love and hate about this game is that it's always 50-50. That's the best odds you can ever get.
Oh, yeah, like win or lose, like 50-50.
Yeah. So you should challenge yourself like that because it's always 50-50.
Yeah, the odds are always 50-50, exactly. Yeah. Even if it's like a easier or harder opponent, like they can catch you slipping and you can do one mistake and that's it, and it's over.
That's it.
Like, they just need that one moment, like, to catch you. So it's definitely, that's why I was like, I'll just take the challenge, man.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
she's beating up brown belts, black belts, pro belts, and like, who am I to be like, no, I'm not gonna fight a child.
I mean, apparently a lot of other people said the same thing.
What?
That they're dodging her. They don't want to fight her. So
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah, people are dodging her.
Really good on you.
I mean, I would have had the chance to fight her if I would have done ADCC, but I was working because she was in my bracket. Yeah, but I was working, so I didn't end up doing ADCC.
Understood.
You got any tips?
For competing?
Yeah.
To have fun.
Do you compete?
Not too much anymore because I got Jiu-Jitsu guys, I got MMA guys, like
You too busy?
too busy coaching. And you know the whole thing, you can't serve two
It's a
masters.
good cover story.
It's a good excuse to not.
Maybe I need to start teaching.
Bro, I'm teaching. My schedule's booked.
You see how much I travel. If I start competing, I have to take time away from
So
that.
when did you stop competing then?
Probably at Black Belt, I've had what? I had a no time limit match against Wanderson. My first match, and I beat him by a heel hook. And then I lost against Mateo at Fight to Win. Beat Kushan.
Oh, you fought Kush? Really?
Yeah. I'm like, Kushan's my dog. Yeah, he's cool. I beat him at some like new breed, I think. Or
Oh, okay.
what was the other one? Arthur Suave.
Oh,
There was
wow.
nobody in his bracket. I was way heavier than him, and I just beat him up. He caught me in a nice fucking butterfly club sweep thing. Like he did this, and I'm like, oh shit. But no, his gym's right down the street from me. I know you guys went there. He's cool.
Yeah.
And then we partnered with him like for his stripe swap thing. His shorts.
Well, that's his. He came up with that whole
Yeah.
idea.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like the ranks for no-gi shorts.
Mhm.
It's like a Velcro or something.
Yeah.
Stripe swap.
Yeah.
So like just instead of wearing a belt for no-gi, it's like a little Velcro colored
Oh, cool.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool. Hold on, let me show you a picture.
Yeah, it's actually really cute. And then when you get promoted, you just change the little stripe thing.
Yeah, because the reason why we
Yeah, I didn't know he came up with that. I thought that was.
Yeah,
I
him
thought
and
he
his
would just
partner.
add it
Very
on the wall.
innovative.
So innovative.
yeah, the reason why we partnered with him is because we don't do gi anymore. Nobody wanted to do it.
Nobody wants to do gi anymore.
See that little section right
Yeah,
there? So
I
you,
love
you can
that.
change. I don't know if you guys can see, but I mean, I'll put a picture. But yeah, it's just like a little, and it doesn't fall off.
Nah, surprisingly.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
I
Yeah.
love that.
You just need the special shorts. Do you need special shorts,
Yeah,
or can it
and
go on
that's
any
the-
shorts?
You see like the brown belt.
Oh,
And you
okay.
get- and it has
There's
different
the brown
patches
one.
for like the different stripes.
That's cool.
So,
So now because
so for the stripes, you have to buy a new square.
no, like each pair of shorts comes with a pack of stripes.
Mhm.
Oh.
So I'll give you when the shorts come in, I take them. I give you your specific rank, and then if I want to
And then
give
you
you
put
a
the
stripe,
stripes.
I'm gonna just pull it
That
out.
is
and put it
so
on.
cute. So they go onto that thing.
Yeah,
cool.
but it solved the issue. Like we used to have gi, and I used to do the promotions in the gi, and now like nobody wanted to train the gi because it's an MMA school, so people want to train MMA and no gi.
That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, it makes
I get
sense.
it.
And nobody wants to do gi, so it's like, all right, what do we do
So no IBJJF titles for you and your students.
no gi titles.
Oh yeah, they got no gi now.
Valid. I forget.
Valid.
And some of my students are crazy. They still do gi. I'm like, what
No
the fuck?
way.
Even though they don't train it. I mean, you can still do gi. You just don't use the fabric as much.
Yeah, but then you don't really know how to defend against grips.
That's all you have to do is break the grips.
It's the
Yeah,
same
but like
concept.
a lot of these gi guys tend to be pretty good with grips.
They
Yeah.
are more annoying to break
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure than just no gi
Yeah.
grips, 100%. But okay, so back to the girl question. Sorry.
What girl coach? Oh, do we have girls?
Yeah. So do
Allie.
you have trouble like getting girls to join?
It's trouble getting girls to join.
Yeah, because not a lot of girls want to train.
Yeah. Everyone
There's a
does.
lot more of us now.
I mean, okay, so not a lot of people want to train. Right? And then now you talk about in that small percentage of the population that want to train, now you talk about even smaller with the girls. Because, not a lot of girls are comfortable like training with men.
It's true. That's why that's why we do the open mats, because a lot of girls don't even like, even in their own gym, sometimes they kind of just roll with the girls.
Yeah.
So it's just, so like, if we were to host at your gym, where do you think like girls would come from? Like what gyms are nearby that?
Is that are there girls at Kushan's gym right now? I think he has a few girls at his
few.
gym. But like, the normal girls you have in the pictures.
Normal
Like the
girls.
Shines
Yeah, it's gonna
The
be.
Shines?
It's gonna
Is that what
be-
you said?
and
The Shines?
Steffi's and they're a girl tip no 10th
It's
planet.
gonna be the usual suspects, bro.
Estella,
Okay, so you want the horde to show up, like the.
I mean, I want
The regular
I want
horde.
you to pack that mat full of
I'm
girls.
gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Go to just all the school, the 10 planets, the fucking.
Yeah.
I don't say Gracie Bob because I don't even think those guys are allowed to come to my gym.
Why?
Gracie Bob.
I think they don't like cross training.
Yeah, they don't like. They're very like traditional Brazilian,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
and I'm the least traditional Brazilian like type instructor. Like I don't. You want to go train somewhere else? Please go. You want to go to Wagner's? Go.
Why? Because you think it'll help them, or just because you're like, I don't care, like
Number one, it will help them. Okay. And as the coach, I want to see you grow. Just like my kid, I want to see him grow.
even if it's through other means.
Yeah. Like, I don't like if I needed to be the one to coach you 24/7, then that's an ego trip of mine. Right? If you feel like let's say some of the guys that I get from like 10th Planet, right? That they leave their schools, they come to me. I I'm teaching them rubber guard. Hey, go to Gabe's school because his guys could come train MMA and mine, and my guys could go train jiu-jitsu over there. Go to Gabe and go learn all that shit, please. And if you feel happier at that gym, stay there.
Oh,
Go ahead. Because with me, it's like I'm not trying. Like you're not my girlfriend. You're not my kid. Like I don't have to like control you.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel happier somewhere else,
Then go be happy.
go.
It is crazy that people like think that way though. That like, no, you can't go anywhere. Like it's almost like a girlfriend type of thing relationship. Like, how dare another coach make you happy? Like, you know.
How dare you go through that?
What are you getting from them that you are getting?
It's an ego thing.
It's crazy. Like, dude, it's true. It's so true though. It's like they are like that. But surprisingly, the Gracie Baja people, this one in Doral apparently, they wanted to have an open mat for women though. I don't know if they're the same with like the dudes or anything, or they just want to only do that for the women because we're so like almost non-existent.
Okay, so let me just clarify something. Okay, I mentioned Gracie Baja to highlight like how like the traditional Brazilian instructors,
But not because there's.
but
an
it's not
actual
just
issue.
because,
But not because there's an actual issue there.
yeah, like with
Well, I
Gracie
think
Baja
most of them.
itself,
Yeah.
a lot of them that I've heard about have that like traditional.
No, yeah, a lot of
Brazilian-
them
Right,
are
which
like
is-
that.
Yeah,
Which is why I was surprised when this one was like, "Hey, we want to host," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, I've been hearing that you guys don't like cross training."
Yeah.
But maybe it's different when they go to them versus their
Yeah.
students going outward.
Maybe.
Maybe that's the difference. Because we're going there instead of them going elsewhere. But a lot of people do leave Gracie Bajas because of that.
yeah,
Like you can't cross train, and then I guess the curriculum is also kind of like
yeah.
I don't know.
it's not like the meta of like what everyone's doing. They just keep doing like the traditional stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you don't compete anymore. How do you coach your students like for competing if you don't really compete anymore? Like what?
I mean, it's just like
How do you
Danaher does it.
motivate them? Who?
Like Danaher does that. He doesn't compete.
She means.
But
how
is
do
he
you-
actually coaching
Yeah.
from the seat?
Yeah.
He's such a soft-spoken dude.
Oh yeah, he is. I remember one time I went to Henzo Gracie. And it was like some like seminar that they were doing for one of their students to get like money for medical bills. And John Danaher's talking like this in the room of 100 people. And then Henzo Gracie comes in. He's like, "Hey guys!" Right?
Yelling.
Yes, it was hilarious. But yeah, how do I motivate them?
Or like, I guess mentally, like help them prepare because everyone is really different. And then I feel like when you're not doing it actively, you can forget like all those little details that help you do better.
So I'm gonna say this. I haven't competed, but I feel like I need to get that. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between competition rolling and the gym, right? Because in the gym, I fuck around, I talk shit. I have so much fun, and I don't take the shit serious at all. I don't care if I get tapped. If one of my students catch me legit, and I'm like, "Tell your girl it's red panty night." You know what I mean? Like,
Tell your girl.
you got that.
I love that. That's the
Tell
code.
your
Yeah.
girl.
It's red panty night. You got this, right? You got that. Yeah, one of my guys called me today with some Kimura shit that I've been telling him to do, and I've been teaching him. Marcus, my guy, the locks.
Oh, yes, I think so.
He was a Gracie Baja guy. Then he came to me, but real good dude. He's always shooting. He works at the gun place, the range right across from my gym.
Oh.
Yeah, it's him. Like he's a bigger guy, so I was like, "Yo, like Kimura is your shit." And I've had like some sneaky Kimura stuff from half guard, and he caught me with it today. I'm like, "You, it's a good job, red panty night."
Good job.
Tell your wife it's red panty night. Motherfucker.
I love Kimura.
I love that you had to look at the camera.
I'd be like,
And I'm gonna get him back. I gotta get my get back.
Yeah, of course.
But no, that was legit. It was good. I'm proud of it.
Cool.
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
What? No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
You
you
with
go
yours.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say like this, but just keeping up with the competition stuff. Like, how do I? First of all, the motivation comes from them.
They inspire you.
Well,
No, like they have to motivate.
They have
themselves.
to-
they have to motivate themselves, and by
Okay.
them with the commitment to training, it makes me committed to coaching them.
Okay.
right? Now getting anybody ready for a tournament similar like to get ready for a war, right? Like, it's okay, you have your objective, you have your mission, you need your resources, you need your game plan, right? Like you just game plan for whatever they got going on. I could prepare them in the gym, like let's say it's for ADCC. Okay, we do competition rounds with ADCC rules. We start from bad positions. And also, when we do like simulate like competition rounds, all eyes are on you and everybody's in the gym screaming. Right?
To put that pressure on.
Yes. So you have people trying to coach, like we designated 2 people to coach, and then you have everybody else just creating chaos. And then like when they get a little quiet, it's usually me and Thanos like, no, like get crazy, and then people start getting crazy, and then the
That's so funny. You're
matches
like, get
start-
crazy.
But then like the matches start getting crazy, and then like it's like legit now, like everybody's going nuts.
That actually sounds really
like an effective
like that would
way.
actually work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same nerves you get because like everybody's.
Yeah, we've done similar stuff, but not like telling
We've done
people to
mock-
yell. Not
yeah,
telling
we've done
people to
mock tournaments, but both people don't have a coach,
Yeah, and then there's not
and
other
there
people
is an
yelling.
atmosphere. Like,
Yeah, everyone's just watching quietly.
Exactly.
So you just have that pressure of eyes on you, really, which gets your heart going still. Still gets that heart rate going, but the yelling and all that is definitely an
because
important factor.
I think for some people, it's not even just the nerves of competing; it's the sensory overload.
It is overloading. Even just sitting there when I'm not even competing yet, like waiting for my turn. And
Well, I say it
I'm just
whenever
like,
whenever I go to a tournament at all, I feel that tension. Like
Yeah.
I'm competing.
Yeah, it gets you anxious. It's
Mhm.
annoying. Yeah, you're right. It's super annoying. That's why I don't even like. I used to go there early, like when we would be like the full, the whole team is competing. So usually people will go there from the beginning, even though they're not fighting till like 5 hours. After a while, like I was like, I can't do that anymore. Like I get so stressed out the whole time that I can't even like. It's like you get the adrenaline dump before you're even fighting, and I'm like, all right, now I just don't want to be here anymore. Now I don't even want to be here. I just want to go home. I don't want to fight nobody. Like I've literally said that multiple times. Like I don't even want to fight anymore.
Up and
Yeah.
up.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
So you want to compete? You want to feel that again? I don't want to feel that again. I'm good.
I'll get
no
an
thanks.
itch.
You get the itch
I'll get the
sometimes?
itch sometimes.
Really?
Or like with my MMA guys, I'm like, damn, I want to get in that cage. Like,
Have you ever done an MMA
No.
match? Oh, okay. I felt like
Age?
Hmm?
I don't. What's the money maker? Nobody's gonna punch this. I mean, I guess I get it. Might be an
let's take him
improvement.
down and strangle him.
might be a what? It scared me.
It was a joke. It was funny.
On his face?
Yeah.
My mom thinks I'm cute, all right?
Oh, I'm good. She does.
I bet she does. But there was a question online. Speaking of like, because you brought up the Marines thing, like for competing. Did anything that you learned in your military background translate over for jiu-jitsu to you?
Everything.
Everything?
And when I say everything, like, I was a Marine for 5 years. I mean, once a Marine, always a Marine, but like I was the active Marine.
I thought the contracts were 4 years.
Well, I did an extra one because I guarded embassies my last 3 years.
Oh,
So when I first went in, I went to Iraq in the first like year and a half. And then I got back and then I went on embassy duty. But in order to go on embassy duty, I had to extend 1 more year.
Just
That's why I
1
did
year
5.
instead of a full. Oh, okay. I didn't know
4
you could do that.
Yeah. I didn't know until I did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
How it translated to your jiu-jitsu, like what you
Oh, yeah.
learned.
So me instilling leadership in like Devin, Thanos, and Desi, and like just letting them do their thing, and then like coaching them if I seen something that needed to be, corrected, or maybe they can do something better, you know. So like that decentralized leadership or small unit leadership is what they call it, because in the Marine Corps, like there's leadership at every level, no matter what. Like in boot camp, like they established that you're a leader at every level. So I adopted that, and I do that in my gym, and I hold my guys to a certain standard. Like if one of my guys acts a fool in a tournament, I'm gonna fucking get in his face, and he's gonna know, like, hey, you can't do that. Actually, fuck.
Oh no. You're like, actually it happened.
One of my, I actually like had to put my hands on one of my guys one time.
Oh my god,
Really?
tell us.
So
I mean, if you're comfortable.
Tell me
I guess.
more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it?
So
Sorry,
I'm gonna
sorry
keep the names
person.
out of it.
Okay, yeah, this is about
no, I'm
sorry.
gonna keep the names out of this,
Okay.
right? We're gonna call one of the guys sales
Mhm.
and one of the guys security.
Okay. We
Sales
couldn't
and
give them
security.
regular names.
No, sales and security.
All right,
Okay.
sales and security.
Both guys used to show up at the 8 a.m. morning class.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But sales used to leave at 8:30
In
because
the
he had to
middle of
go.
class.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he had to go work.
Okay.
They both showed the same level of dedication for 3 months. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and it was the January, I believe, or June, and we've never got a team trophy. So I was like, I want the number one trophy. So I had 22 people competing. They were
Nice.
2 of them. The Friday before competition, it's the afternoon, and security comes in and he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "I can't find my Nintendo Switch," and he's like, "I play it on at work." But I came here, I set it down on the bench, and then got changed, went to train, and then it was gone. And I was like, well, first of all, right, you need to be responsible for your own shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't be bringing your Nintendo and leaving it out.
And you're a grown ass
Also-
man playing Nintendo.
That's besides the point. That's
Yeah.
You shouldn't be leaving it
Yeah.
out of your bag.
Yeah, whatever. And then I said, both me and Devin told him, because after he spoke to me, he spoke to Devin and still with the same shit.
Mm,
We both said, hey, we got the tournament tomorrow. We'll handle it.
okay.
Sales and security, this is tournament day. Sales and security are by the desk, and I had to go to the desk to go do something. They're both there, and they're like bickering with each other. And I was like, didn't I tell both of you shut the fuck up? I'm like, you go over there. You go over there. I was like, we're not doing this here, right? We are in a.
Is that your
packed ass-
place?
No,
Is that
we
your
were at New Breed.
Oh, that's a new breed. Okay.
This is
Oh, so
at
you
the
were at a desk
competition. This is
in
at
your
the
breed.
tournament.
And New
Okay.
Breed.
Okay.
The desk for the
Like
weigh-ins
checking
or
in?
some
Okay.
check-ins. Yeah. Fuck over there. Like, focus on the tournament. I told you. I told security. I was like, I told you. We're gonna handle this another day, not today. Okay, coach. And they both leave. So I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting down on the bleachers, right? Where we all got on A&M shirts. We all look like a little gang. Okay, because it's not just the 22 competitors; it's all their wives and their girlfriends
Yeah.
and their boyfriends.
The
Everybody.
entourage.
Yeah.
Whole
The whole
entourage.
squad.
Everybody looks like a gang. Sitting on the bleachers, and all of a sudden, Desi is sitting next to me, and he goes, and I was like,
What now?
and I see security in front of Sales' face. Like,
Oh my god.
now I'm pissed. I'm like, so as I start walking down towards him, he does the typical high school, like, swings on Sales.
Oh my god.
Hits him in the face, Sales
Oh
drops.
my god.
And I just was like, I was right there. So, like, I grabbed his waist and I pulled him back. Then I did this and I fucking
Oh my
turned him on the hard ass.
So your ass had a new breed.
Me?
Yes.
Did.
Him. But that's your team, bro.
Okay, and I had to
He
neutralize.
had your
I had
your
to
team
neutralize.
kill their ass
I did.
at a new breed.
Yes. I felt like the parent.
That's
I like the
embarrassing.
parrot.
I felt like a parent, like, don't fucking embarrass me. And your kid does the worst shit.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Right?
Security.
So
We need to.
I'm at return security, right? So now I'm on top of him. This is why I love my guys, right? Because first of all, I'm on top of him, like, what? So I pin his arm like this, right? So now he's like this. He can't move, right? Because there's an angry black belt on top of him. He ain't moving. Okay. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? I'm screaming at him. And Thanos is like, Drew, chill. So then I shut up because it was Thanos. I calmed down. And then Thanos asked him a question, and whatever answers he had, I get mad again. So I'm like, shut the fuck up. Ah! Right?
Like I done told you that.
I done told you to shut up. I'm answering his question.
Right.
I'm answering his question.
Because it takes a lot to get me angry.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I am is a protector. Right. And at that point, the security wasn't my student anymore. It was the other guy. Because I'm like, instantly you're getting kicked out. Like it's not a debate. Like you're getting kicked
You're
out.
already done. Like you're not even
Yeah.
on the squad anymore.
Like once he's in there, like, you ain't coming back.
You're not coming back.
Boom! Right, hits the ground. So then I'm trying. This keeps happening. So then Desi pulls me off of him. Right, I'm like, oh shit. Right? So then Thanos like calms down the situation while Desi takes me outside. I'm like, this motherfucker. Yeah. So anyway, of course I kicked him out. So yeah.
Didn't handle his Nintendo Switch situation.
No.
Didn't even get it back.
Because you know what was the craziest part? Devin was like, hey man, like this is a situation where either he really needs this or he really can't be here. And I was like,
Really needs what?
like martial arts.
Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, okay.
But he needs to be, so he's like, he probably needs this.
But why? Like, why would he think he needs it?
He kind of related to him, like, oh, troubled past, big brothers that fucking told him to do bullshit,
I see.
So I was like, all right, like, it's one of the first times me and Devin like ever like really disagreed about something. And the crazy part is like Desi sided on Devin's side and Thanos was on my side, where it was like, okay, now gym leadership split in half. We don't know what to do with this guy. So I was like, all right, I'll entertain your bullshit. I was like, I'll talk to him. I was like, just tell him to come on Monday at 7 a.m. I'll be here.
I'll talk to him.
I'll fucking talk to
Okay.
him. And you know the first words that this motherfucker said to me as soon as he walked in?
Nintendo?
Shut the fuck up.
He's like, did Sales tell you and admit that he took the fucking Switch?
Because he thinks it was him. That was like the whole thing, probably.
That's the first word that comes out of your mouth?
All he cares about, I guess.
I lost my mind. I was like, I lost my fucking mind. What's wrong with you?
Suplex him again?
No.
Oh my goodness. I mean, at least it wasn't about like in like a match, with an opponent where he got like heated. That's what I thought that story was going.
No.
But it was more just like a drama, family drama type of thing.
Yeah,
How do we even get to
But
that
you know what's
story?
cool about this? What's cool is that a lot of people know me in the jiu-jitsu community. So like when I slammed them and the crowd started coming and the phones started coming out, a couple black belts I know, they were like, hey, relax. Like that's between coach and student. Like don't even worry about them. Coach and student. And somehow the crowd just
Stop.
I was like, damn, like that was magic.
That was actually like nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see.
Just coach, just coach and student.
Just
Let them beat them. Handle it.
Everybody was like, yeah, they need that price.
I'm surprised. Some people be like, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, it just dissipates.
Damn. How did we get to that story though? I forgot what I asked.
I don't know. We sidetracked as we
I
usually
got
do.
I'm a squirrel like.
Me too.
I was like, it was a good story though.
I think
just
you
forgot
asked
how we got
the
there.
question from the peoples.
Well, that was just about the transition from Marine to Jiu-Jitsu. You talked about leadership, which apparently is, I think that's like the most important translation part, because you didn't do any like physical combat.
Who?
In the Marines, you.
Who?
You?
I was in Iraq. I told you.
Oh, before
I saved my
Iraq.
life.
Okay, but like
Okay, no, never
for
mind.
Jiu-Jitsu
It's all
though,
out.
but like would that translate to
That was just 3 years of fun for him.
What?
That was 2 years in Iraq?
No, I did 6 months there.
Which is more than you need to get PTSD.
When was that? What year was that?
05, 06.
Yeah, like a little while right after that whole.
Yeah.
During the bad.
Oh my god, that's so scary. How did he save your life? This guy saved his life. His friend.
Okay.
You guys still friends?
Oh, I love him to death.
Oh, he had a question too. I'll ask in a second. What's his name?
His name's Maltese, Eric Maltese.
So how do you save you first?
All right, so Eric he's one of those people that is like not everybody's cup of tea.
Okay.
At all. Like sometimes like people meet him that know me and they're like, why is he your friend? I'm like, I fucking love him. You shut the fuck up. Yes. Fucking love him. So we were in Iraq and that day I was driving because we were doing convoys. Convoy is 6 trucks, right? They have big guns on top of them. And we have to drive from point A to point B because we were a PSD, which is a personal security detail. And there was a colonel that we had to protect, and we had to take him from Fallujah to Baghdad.
Is that far?
I forgot how far.
Is that far?
I'm going to say an hour.
Okay.
Right?
Manageable.
So we leave Camp Fallujah. We make a left turn. We were going northbound in a southbound lane or west and like just on the wrong side.
Okay.
Because there was like rubble and shit. I don't know. Maybe a big old IED had got blown up on that side of the road. So we had to go past it until that was clear, and then we could go on the right side of the road. I'm truck 4, so I'm driving, and we finally get past the rubble, and one truck goes. So just to give you some perspective, our guns are always moving. So the first gunner in the first truck, he has a sector of fire that looks like this, like a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the second one is over here,
Mm.
third one's over there, fourth is over here, fifth, and then the
Oh.
last one is like towards the rear. Reason why we do this is because there's something called flagging where like if I point my weapon at you that I could possibly shoot you, we cannot do this. Because it only takes a sneeze or like just like some accident to shoot your people.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't do that. You never point your weapon at anything you did not intend to shoot. So you have to stay within these sectors of fire. So ours was to the right. Okay, so we're making the right turn. So like truck 4 gets on the other side. Truck 1 goes on the other side.
Yeah.
Truck 2, truck 3, and as I'm getting ready to make the turn, I hear the entire convoy just light up.
Oh. Oh my God, that's so scary.
I'm like, what the fuck is
That's
going
so
on?
scary.
This is the only white Chevy Caprice, the police car from the 90s. You know what I'm talking about? The bubble
Yes,
Caprices?
yes.
Coming full speed directly at me.
Oh my God.
It was like, let's say like 100 meters that way, like full speed just coming towards me. And I'm looking, okay, what am I going to do?
What do I do?
I'm like, because this fucking
I
Humvee
would've-
could only go 40 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm not going to outrun this thing.
Right.
I'm like, I can't shoot. My gunner's right here.
Yeah.
I can't like open an armored door to try to get out while the car is moving. I'm not Rambo. So I'm like, this is it. Like I was like,
Oh
I
my
don't know what the
God.
fuck
That's
to
so
do. It's
scary.
like- So like literally like 19, I'm like made peace with that.
You're like, if it
Alright.
happens, it happens. I
Yeah,
guess.
like literally, like I was just like, okay, like I kind of was just relaxed, and I was like, this is it. Eric, he has like this big shield behind him. He's a tall guy, but the shield was behind him. Like you could only see like a little bit of his helmet. So it's like he's touching him like this.
Mm.
He has the big gun. I forgot. I think it was like a saw or two. No, he had a Mark 19. It's like a grenade or machine gun grenade launcher thing. But he can't point it in that direction. Okay, he has his rifle right here and he grabs it, but there's the shield that is over there. So what he did, what I seen him do is like he went like this
Over the shield?
over the shield and he starts shooting. I just see bullets just landing on the ground and then one hit the hood of the car. And that car went right. And then he goes past the convoy and then fucking people start shooting at him. And then the last gunner tried to shoot him, but like the 50 cal it jammed, and then he tried to grab his
Oh my
rifle and it
God.
got stuck. So
Oh
then
my
he
God.
he pulls his pistol out and starts shooting a pistol at the car.
Bro, he went all out. Which guns do I use?
And the reason why I mentioned that because all of that chaos happened, right? And the only thing that we talked about afterwards was that Gunny was so mad. Gunny's a gunner sergeant, we call him Gunny.
Oh, okay.
He was in the last truck, and he was so mad that that gunner shot a pistol at the car instead of one of the other weapons. He didn't give a fuck that everything was like stuck.
Yeah.
He just was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna shoot a pistol at a car? That car could have exploded. Which it could have, okay. And it had to be a VBID because he was coming straight beelining for me.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is though, is like, you know, if they're gonna give their life, they want to cause the most amount of damage.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Right? So he wants to hit the middle of the convoy where I was at.
Because you were in the middle.
Yeah, so they probably have like nails and all kinds of shit to cause shrapnel inside of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And the car itself with a big ass bomb, so they hit, let's say they would have hit me, that thing would have exploded and it would have hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, but they don't want to prematurely detonate. So when bullets like actually hit the hood of the car, that's when he's like, "Oh fuck this," and he veered off. So there, that did that. Everybody else missed, and somehow he fucking did it.
With a
freaking
pistol,
shield.
yeah.
You know, he did it with the M4. He did it
Oh,
with a
okay.
rifle. But after, like I said, the only thing we talked about was the fucking
Him
pistol.
using a pistol.
So it was like,
It's like,
Maybe.
bro, I made those people go away. Like, what does it even matter?
well, no, Eric did make the people go
That's what
away,
I mean.
but the last gunner is the pistol.
Oh,
situation.
the last guy. Oh, I thought it was Eric that
No,
also
Eric
did
did
the
that. No.
pistol.
But it was funny because it was like 15 years later, and I sit Eric down like, Eric, bro, you saved our life that day in Iraq. Like, thank you. You know, he says, he's like, you would have did it too.
You did that too.
You would have did it too. And he just fucking, and I was like, I mean, I would have. You're right. But no, I had to thank him because literally, like, I was just staring death in the face. Like, there was nothing else that car was gonna do besides come
Crazy.
hit me.
Crazy.
And he never got into jiu-jitsu, or did he do jiu-jitsu?
Eric is a fucking crazy businessman.
Crazy
And,
businessman.
Yeah, he's a genius. He's one of those people that's so smart they're dumb. That's him. Right? I fucking love him. But yeah, once he sells his business and becomes a super rich person, he's probably gonna sell such.
But not until that happens.
Yeah, he's got business to go build and sell. But yeah, I get all my business knowledge free from him. You know what I mean? Consulting, that shit is expensive.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Yes, it is.
he'll sit there and run our numbers and tell us what to do because we have two businesses. And he'll sit there and run our numbers. All right, you guys should do this. Like he's a consultant. He gets paid mad money and does that shit for us for free.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So he saved your life and now he's helping you.
Save my
So
life too.
nice. You're like, that's why I love him.
That's what I love. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Do you have any questions for him?
No, I think we can go on to the questions we got.
Oh, I just wanted to ask one more thing about our tournament. What do you think about our rosa? I'm trying to get feedback. You know, I've gotten some positive feedback, so I just want to get your actual feedback.
Overtime confuses me.
It confuses
Why?
you. Why?
Because number one, I don't know what the fuck a Russian cowboy is until you told me what it
Really?
was.
Well, what do you?
Or saddle?
That's a saddle. I mean, but you know what? I've heard saddle, fucking cross-ashi, fucking 411.
Cross ashi.
Yeah.
Oh.
411.
Cross-ashi. What the fuck is
Cross-
cross-ashi?
Inside some kaku. I've never heard Russian cowboy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but you heard saddle.
No, I've heard that. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. That just the
Just the
overtime
position?
confused me.
I know the rule thing.
Yeah, that's
It's so easy though. What do you mean? All you gotta do is get a submission from different positions, and that's it. You got a minute.
But right, like if you get a submission in the first round, you got to keep going, right?
Yeah. You need 3. Well, not 3 points. Sorry, let me not say that. You just need to get more points than your opponent, and you go through all rounds unless you have enough points. Because in the first round, you can do a counter and steal your opponent.
See that? Like I don't understand.
Because it's a leg entanglement. So you know how leg entanglements, you can kind of like counter and submit the person before they finish their leg attack.
Mhm.
Basically, even when
That
you're
makes
kind of
sense.
mildly entangled.
Yeah.
But it's harder to do from like a back take or from an arm bar. Like you can still counter kind of, but they're like
I'll wrist
bullshit.
lock a
They're like
motherfucker.
bullshit counters.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll wrist lock.
So in this one, you have to maintain connection still. Like in EBI, you know how like you can transition from one submission to another, but you have to maintain like that connection. It's a similar
Yeah.
thing. Like once you detangle, like there's no counter attack. You have to
Yeah.
stay entangled, and if you're gonna try to counter, then you get an extra point, so then you don't have to do like that third round if you get your point in the second round, because then it's done.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it's kind of just to like shorten the time also, so you don't have to go through all the rounds every time. And they actually did it in the first one. Do you remember in the first tournament? Jabari, do you know who Jabari is?
Hmm?
He did. He took the guy's back. No, he took the back from the saddle position. The guy had the saddle on him.
Yeah.
He had this
I remember
leg.
Jabari.
He took the guy's back like he did like a counter back take, but then ended up finishing it in an armbar.
That was dope.
Yeah, and he ended up
That was
winning that.
cute,
See, exciting though, right?
Yeah.
Exciting. Might
I'm
be a
not-
little
listen.
confusing.
I don't
just
think
said
he's
it was
knocking it. He was
confusing.
just confused.
I was just
But you
To be
love
fair,
it.
he's also not been to one of our tournaments.
Yeah, he went to the first one.
He did. That's right.
He was
That's
a
when
coach,
Andy
you
said that.
dark.
Listen, I've had a really
That's when
long
Andy
weekend.
went against the ogre.
That's right. That's right. I forgot.
Against the
Barlos.
Oh.
On Instagram.
Barlos.
Barlos. That's a big bastard.
Carlos, right?
Yeah,
Carlos?
but it's Barlos on Instagram.
Yeah,
He went
Barlos.
against 2 of my guys. He did one at White Lion, and they almost broke the fucking TV.
Oh my god. Oh, I was there when the TV got knocked over.
Yeah.
Unless that's happened
And
to
I'm
me
in my
once.
suit, like trying to like, oh shit.
With his fancy suit. Okay, so but it is fun to watch, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever participate?
Maybe.
You want to participate in January?
I don't think he has the itch yet.
Fun. It's
I don't know.
fun. Okay, so you do like the rule set, but it just was a little because the
That's a
position.
little
A lot of
confusing.
people didn't know that position.
You know,
Surprisingly,
I respect it because it's another rule set because we can't figure it out. We can't figure out the perfect rule set. So it's like, all right, this one.
here's a new one, guys.
Here's
Just
a new
to
one. That's
throw it
cool.
into the pot there.
I like it. It's more like find a rule set that suits your game.
Yeah.
That's you
That
mean like
suits
that's what
your
I
own personal
did?
game. No. Like you find a rule set, like as far as different rule sets.
Oh
go.
yeah, like as a competitor, like oh I like this rule set versus this. Yeah, I feel like mine is what?
No, good.
No, you go.
No,
No,
you
you go.
Should I
What
make
were you gonna-
popcorn before you guys duke it out?
No, I don't got popcorn. Sorry.
She has mud water, all
I
right?
got mud water.
Mud water.
You want that mud water? I got mud water.
I'm good. I think I'll have a regular water.
I'm actually kind of thirsty too. But what were you gonna say?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Squirrel. We start talking about mud water.
It was about a specific game. Rule set to
I think I was gonna
competitors.
say something along the lines like, it's cool because if you compete in all these different rule sets and you learn how to adapt, that means that no matter who you go against, you'll learn how to adapt. And I think that's probably the most important thing to be able to do because I think people get pigeonholed into trying to do one thing. Like, especially in like the lights are on and people are watching you and you're just like, oh shit, like, I need that inside heel hook because that's all I know. Like, I need to do this, I need to do that. And you don't get it, you're like, fuck. But you keep trying.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do this.
Oh,
and
like
you
the
just
same
get-
thing over and over. You mean?
Yeah, and then it's just like you get like tunnel vision
vision.
and you can't hear what the coach is saying, and it's just I've had that happen in MMA fights. I've coached people in jiu-jitsu. Like it happens all the times. But if you keep competing, like Jake Strauss, for example,
Mhm.
he does so many different rule sets that I believe that like adapting to anything is nothing for him. Mark Corvetto's another one. They might as well just be together already. They keep competing
Go
against
get
each
married
other.
already.
Yeah. I see them together. I'm like, you two should just fucking get it over with.
Yeah.
Like,
They haven't fought?
no, I said fuck.
Oh. Get it over with. I'm like, wait, they haven't fought?
I actually got that from your coach because he said that about me and Mello.
Go fuck already.
Yeah.
He was totally jelly, probably.
He was.
Yeah, like, now
Oh yeah, he
he was
was.
my
was.
jealous. Like, Melo's my friend. Stealing Melo from me. That's funny. I actually think our rule set is really helpful at helping people get their submissions like locked in and actually finish their submission because you know how when you're like you only have a minute left on the clock and you're like almost there already, you just gotta like finish the job.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that.
That's fine.
We put you in like a good position technically, as you know, each fighter gets an opportunity, and you only have a minute to like fight it, like to
Yeah.
actually finish.
Yeah, that's why judo guys, they have very limited submission knowledge because I mean they only have a few, but they're really good at it because they have a short time.
How much is their time?
I think it might be like a minute or something less.
Oh, so they
Oh, I'm
also have
really
short ass
not.
matches like that? Damn.
No, because the thing is like it's all about getting the throw, right? The
Yeah,
equal.
that's what
Yeah.
they want.
But if you throw them fucked up and you get into a scramble, now it's newaza, which is jujitsu.
Ah.
But they only have like a short, I don't know the exact time, but
Yeah.
let's just say
Yeah,
it's like
short
a
time,
minute
yeah.
or 30 seconds or something crazy. So that's why like Ronda Rousey was so good at arm bars because she had to get them quick. Judo people, if they jump on your arm, they're going to get you. Like they're good.
Oh my goodness.
But their knowledge of like continuing to roll for like 5 minutes, like they don't have it because they
Right.
don't do it that long. But to jump on a submission and this like triangle armbar, like the basics, like they're good. Key chokes.
I didn't know it was like that, like the rules. I know very little about judo, but I would love to get better at throws. I've been working on it. Using my big leg. Good. Good. Okay. Last question. But I'm gonna have to read it because I don't remember what it says. It was funny.
Wait, have you been asking the ones from his phone already? Like from your phone?
Yeah,
Oh.
but this one was just okay. All right. So, who's your favorite Dominican grappler? Who taught you how to leg lock?
Damn it.
And who's your daddy?
I'm listening.
So first of all, ain't no man my daddy. Or, besides my dad, my father.
You
Alright.
heard that?
Okay. So we can X that one thing.
Yeah, we trip it.
Right. But now
Alright.
pick between your favorite Dominicans.
Oh,
My favorite Dominican is Gabe.
oh wow.
Listen to that mellow. My wife back to Danny after all.
But he did teach me like locks.
Oh, so you learned all your leg locks from Mello?
Yeah.
Interesting. What's your favorite leg lock?
No, it's definitely the heel hook.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that heel hook. This is my favorite.
Okay.
Because I'm good at like getting a bite on the outside and then just
Like
like
spinning.
yeah, I like spinning and stopping. Like I spin one time and I'll either try to get you belly down
Yeah.
or when I hit my shoulder, I hit into it.
I've been working on that too.
Yeah.
Going with the spin. Because I don't spin. I'm just like, and then they like,
And I love 50-50 because like that was like when me and Mello were training, like when I was learning from him, like that was the main position that we would work.
Okay.
'Cause I think like Lachlan Giles, like I think he really liked him and like he showed me like all that a lot of his shit. And then I just used to love getting people in 50-50 because it's just like I could beat most at that time I could beat most people in 50-50. It's great. So I like 50-50.
All right. And that was all the questions, pretty much. Do you have anything else?
Why do you have a dog tattooed on your ring finger?
He's got that dog in him.
Yeah, I don't buy that. What do you talk about?
It's actually not a dog.
It's actually not a
It's
dog.
not?
But
It's not? Is it a bear?
no, it's a lioness.
Oh,
But
I see it.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
it.
okay.
It's a girl lion.
yeah.
Good for you.
I went through a hippie phase, right?
Mhm.
Just like people do in their lives, right? In my 20s sometime. And I have a lion on my heart tattooed.
Okay.
And then the reason why people get their wedding ring on their ring finger is
It's
because
because they're married.
Bitch face.
Anyways, so they got a vein that goes from the heart to the ring finger. So I was like, oh, it'd be cool, like
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
male,
lion.
female,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
yin and yang. If I get married, then it's be like I'm crowning my queen because if you put a ring on it, like it looks like
Oh,
bullshit.
that's cute. That's actually kind of cute.
The only thing that like remained from like my hippie phase is like my love for psychedelics.
Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry that mud water didn't kick in then.
Oh yeah. I got you next time with the shroomies. Okay. Get you the real stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any questions for us? Nobody ever has questions for us.
Okay.
No. Why'd you guys start this?
What, like a podcast?
Yeah.
Well,
I think it was to help connect with other women.
I mean that's the main
Well, I
part.
don't identify as a woman. I'm.
You say that, but here you are.
You're an honorary. You're an honorary sister. Like Menlo, he's an honorary sister too. It's okay. You can
Mello
talk
is
with
a
him
sister.
about
He is a
it.
sister.
But yeah, it was originally to also expose women to women that are in the sport, like competitors, because most women like they don't really get that exposure of seeing them and being like, oh my god, they're so cool, like I would love to fight like her or whatever. So, and then also like all the nervousness that women get, also me, like for the longest time I didn't know how to approach it, and asking guys, like guys just handle things differently in general, whether it's mentally or physically. So asking women and seeing their perspective, especially the ones at the more high level, is just a lot more insightful
Mhm.
because it is different from what, like the generic, like, you know, putting in the work and maybe having like a mantra is something that I've noticed across genders, I guess. But women do tend to like they think differently about the situation altogether. Like all of them are like, just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like no one's gonna remember like any of this anyway. Train with the girls, also to make them less scared of like fighting other girls. Like because there's so few of us that you're eventually gonna fight somebody that you've trained with, and they're like, oh no, like they immediately like, no, I don't want to do that. But then guys are like, yeah, like I don't care, and then they're biffles after. But for some reason, girls are like, like. I don't know why. So I wanted to like break that barrier too, besides like talking to them and just like creating like the community, but like showing them like, hey, it's okay if we do fight each other because it's gonna happen, especially if you're gonna train hard and try to become high level, like there's not that many of us, and you're gonna see the same girls over and over again. Like just like now, I've interviewed. There's already so many people that we've interviewed that sometimes are like, oh no, because they know me, just because I do the podcast. I'm like, that's not a reason to not fight me though. Like, it shouldn't be a reason to not fight me. Like, oh no, because she does the Jiu-Jitsu sisterhood. Like, that shouldn't be a reason to not fight against me, right?
Yeah. You went against Karina, right?
I did, yeah, like
That
a
was
month
surprising
ago.
to me.
Why?
Because I thought y'all were like, y'all are homies, right?
I mean, we're friends, but we're not like we don't like hang out outside of like
Okay.
jujitsu. Really, we train together. Like I'll go to her gym or her open mats, and
We've had her on the podcast.
yeah, we had her on the podcast. We were supposed to be on her podcast, but she kind of stopped because of the baby.
Yeah. I
So
was on it one time.
yeah, so that's like I mean, we don't hang out outside. We just go.
Okay.
So you thought we were like biffles and then battling?
Yeah.
So, but don't guys do that? Aren't guys besties and then they go battle it out and then they're besties again right after? Exactly. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to
just
show
have to-
people. It's
Let's
okay.
just normalize it.
I'm trying to normalize it for women because for whatever reason they're like, no, because we're friends but like I kept talking to high level women and I'm like, how do you deal with fighting like your friend that you train with all the time? Like, well, once we're on the mats, it's 100%, and once we're off the mats, we're friends again. That's it. Like, it wouldn't be fair for me to like diminish myself or for them to diminish their game just because we know each other. Like,
Yeah.
like we're still gonna go for the submission. We're still gonna go for the kill. Like I might not like be like a total, bitch about it. Maybe might tone the bitchiness down, the elbow jab down. So maybe touch that down. But besides that, like you're still gonna go for the kill because you want to win. Like you're at a high level competition. Maybe the smaller ones, maybe they're not so intense, but
You know, I hear exactly what you're saying, and if you look at the Rotolo brothers, like
They
compete
murder each
against-
other,
They
yeah.
try to kill each other,
exactly. Like it should be like that,
Yeah.
honestly.
and then they're so tight.
Yeah, and they'll come out bleeding and everything. Like, yo, you wrecked my shit. Like,
I mean, they've been fighting their whole life. They're like, "Ugh, who gives a fuck?"
yeah. Why do you think like women have a more?
I don't
like,
think it's just women
problem
because
about
guys
it?
do that fucking close out the division. But it's a double
Close out the
edged sword.
division.
Yeah, like where you two teammates, they get to the finals and then one bows out.
But that's teammates.
That's teammates.
Yeah. What
I'm
about
okay
people
with
that you just train with a lot and you're not
Oh.
teammates? Like, there shouldn't be a
Yeah,
reason
there shouldn't be.
to back out or be like, nah, I don't want to do it because we train together. Like, dude, because we train together, like, come on, like, okay, what? I might know like one or two things of your game. Like, I don't know your game like mapped out. Like,
Yeah.
and anything can happen.
Plus,
Really,
one thing is how you are in an open mat, and another thing is how you behave
also that.
during competition.
Yeah. I'm way more aggressive in competition, obviously, than I am in open mat.
Yeah, I'm open man. I'm talking shit. I don't shut the fuck up.
You're like, I don't even grapple, bro.
My favorite thing is, what are you gonna do besides piss me off? You gonna go competition? I'm gonna wiggle my way out of there.
Yeah, I haven't grappled you. I'll have to grapple next time.
When are you going back to 10th planet?
I don't know. It's usually the 10 round Tuesdays.
I might go back this week.
You might.
Make an appearance.
You gotta go visit your favorite Dominican.
Of course.
Your favorite Dominican.
Not my second favorite, my first favorite.
Who's your second favorite? Adelia, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I climbed the ranks real quick.
That one.
Mellow, bottom of the bed. I'm kidding. Kidding. All right. So, are you guys ready to wrap this up?
I think so.
Okay, so just a reminder, Drew_Phoenix on Instagram. Is there anything else you want to promote? Your gym, A&M Jiu-Jitsu in Hollywood. Not Hollywood. Damn.
Fort Lauderdale.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Oh.
Is this Homestead? Like, what are you...
Okay, Homestead's like 30 minutes out.
That shit's still 30 minutes off.
No, it's not that far down.
Okay,
'Cause
20
I'm in
minutes
Homestead.
out.
Not even.
15 minutes. 50, okay, so is it like 15 minutes away from Hollywood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it's the same.
It's Miami Lakes and Hialeah.
Okay, Fort Lauderdale A&M Jiu-Jitsu. They also have an awesome workout space. They provide MMA training also. Anything else you want to promote? Do you have any like events happening? ours in January.
yours
Ours in January.
That's the
January 12th.
Yeah, that's the first thing that we have on the schedule. So
Okay, so that's the next event coming up.
yeah,
And then our
You're-
open mat.
make sure you go.
Make sure you guys
There's gonna
go.
be jiu-jitsu. There's gonna be vendors. There's gonna be cool.
And open mat.
Open mat every Sunday at 12. Just make sure you cut your nails. You're not an asshole. No, come show up with no skin diseases.
And we're gonna have a women's open mat this month. No, sorry, not this month. December.
Listen, I'm gonna go to the open mat, but I got nails. But these
You
don't
can't
scratch.
Those
You
don't
can't
scratch,
grow-
though.
These
What
don't
do you mean?
scratch.
Let me see.
They don't.
They
Scratch.
don't scratch.
Well, you gonna poke somebody's eye out with those
Well, I
things.
mean,
I mean, that's possible.
I hope
Danny lets you do this. You're
I do it on a very regular basis. I've had
Really?
nails rip off during matches,
really.
She's not like super like in the face area.
but I'm not super in the face. I'm not. I think I've only accidentally poked someone in the eye like once.
So you really roll with those.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like a thing.
100%.
Yeah.
And my lashes too.
These are fake.
Mhm.
You
Really?
think they were real?
Really?
Sweetie, eyelashes don't look like this.
I mean, they could.
Okay, wait. I got a question. I got a question.
I got another
Why?
question.
Huh?
Why do women do this?
Do
I'm
what?
high maintenance.
The eyelashes.
No, the eyelashes.
Because they
make
look
us
pretty.
So explain this to me, right? Because, like, okay, Dave Chappelle had this joke one time, right?
Mhm.
And it has to be different for women. But I need you to explain this to me because I am a dumb man.
Okay,
Dumb man.
I can help.
Dave Chappelle said in one of his jokes, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, men like nice things because women like nice things. Because if a man could fuck a woman in a cardboard box, he wouldn't buy a house. Okay? So why do women do things like this?
It's for us. It is not for the male gaze.
Okay, so what do you mean?
I do it because I feel like it makes me look pretty. I just do it to dress it up. It zhuzhes my face up. I don't have to worry about wearing makeup in the morning. I
Because
wake
of-
up and I'm good to
Because of
go.
the eyelashes.
Because of
Because like I have
The
black
eyelashes,
hair.
I legitimately feel like my eye, like eyelashes alone, light up my face.
Really?
Makes me pop like firecrackers.
Oh.
There's some days where I just want to feel cute for myself and not look like a bum.
Yeah, it's not for the
So
male
same
gaze. It's
concept.
100% for me.
Okay.
I'm bummy for too long. I'm like, bro, I'm gross. I feel gross.
So the idea of looking pretty makes you feel good.
It makes me feel good.
To
To
look
look,
confident.
to look
Yeah.
nice.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't do it for nobody. You think I sit in the mirror for an hour painting my face on when I do my makeup so that a guy who will fuck anything in a skirt
Exactly.
validates me?
They don't even need all that.
No,
it's,
dear.
It's
No.
literally for.
If a man could fuck a woman in a
Exactly.
cardboard box,
He
he would
would.
buy a house.
Exactly.
It's mostly for us. Some girls, do need it to build confidence. But in general, like you said, guys will bang anything. Like they'll bang a freaking flesh thing, like a toy.
I just feel like
So if not for
having my nails and having my lashes done help me feel like I'm put together, and that makes me feel better about
my
me.
life is put together because I have eyelashes on. Okay, guys.
I look put
Because I
I look
understand.
to look put together.
Like you see, like I just like I live in the gym, okay? Like I to be having
No,
shorts
I get
and
it.
shit.
Flip flops and shorts.
Yes,
Okay.
right. But I also understand, like, okay,
When
like
you
if I
dress
put
up
on
in
a
your
suit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, doesn't that kind of
It
help
makes
you?
you
Does
feel,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, it brings
No,
out
it definitely
confidence.
does. It definitely does. But I just okay. So the beauty but the like standard that I try to uphold,
Mhm.
right? I believe that if a woman didn't approve of it or women didn't approve of it, I wouldn't dress that way.
You mean like it didn't improve this or?
No, like if I dress up in a suit, right,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and I don't do it in a way that would get women to like it, I wouldn't do it like that.
You don't think so?
No,
Like not
So I
even
don't understand
not
the-
even amongst men like that. Like
I mean, men will compliment you for sure, right?
Mhm.
But it's like I don't understand the concept of like, granted, self-esteem, right? You do it for yourself,
Right.
but
But that's not really something that boosts your confidence in and of itself. It's because of the women approving of it that you feel good.
I mean, if the women didn't like how I was
You-
dressed like this,
okay.
I wouldn't dress like that.
Okay.
Okay, are you in a relationship right now?
No,
Okay, so are you forced to wear a suit when you do your announcing?
no, I just see Bruce Buffer do it, so I'm like, okay, well maybe.
No,
should
I
do
like it. I
Yeah, I love it. But
Right?
I also
And
I
now,
thought you
granted,
did it for confidence and to like.
no,
Yeah.
and I also use it like as an excuse to dress up, right? Because I don't do it very often.
right.
And when I do, I just feel like, oh shit, like this does feel good.
Honestly, it also makes everything look a little bit more like legit. You
Yeah.
know, it makes
Yeah.
things look more polished and
Like
more put
I
together.
can't go with
Of
the
course
microphone
not.
in my
That
hand like this.
and if you did
It'd be
after
kinda
seeing you
weird.
in a suit, I'm like, well, this is some great event.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess like I'm just because human nature is very interesting to me.
Me too.
And even though men and women speak the same language, no, we speak English, or like right now we're speaking English, but
Right.
we don't speak the same language. If you
No,
kinda catch
absolutely.
my
I
drift.
understand what you mean 100%.
Right. So I just never understood like the eyelash thing because like it's like if I'm dressing up, I'm not necessarily doing it for the approval of women, but if women didn't like it, I would dress that way.
Right. Like if they felt the way about you, like let's say shorts and like a
Oh.
t-shirt to just go to the movies.
Yeah, I'd fucking just stay in this all day, right?
Right. I get it.
So it's different.
100%.
But the men also like all that stuff too. It's not necessarily for them, but they also appreciate it when you do all the dressing up and all that.
Well, yeah, I guess you know being put together is attractive, but like I think men like it a different way. Like I don't know very much. Like we appreciate like you know the heels and the dresses and like stuff like that, but we also appreciate with the you guys with the bonnet and fucking
A bonnet?
yeah, the
A
bonnet and the
bonnet?
house clothes.
A
No, the
bonnet?
fucking
No, for your hair, like the
Your
silk
hair.
cap, so that you don't get, your hair doesn't get.
Oh, like a bonnet?
yeah, like in house clothes. Like what did fucking Kendrick Lamar say in that one
Like
song?
cleaning clothes?
No.
Yeah.
I did.
In Humble, Kendrick Lamar, the fucking lyrics, he was like, I'm so sick and tired of the Photoshop.
Oh,
And he talked about like a woman like how I'm describing, like,
yeah.
right? Because we like that shit too. Like we could appreciate both.
But so yeah, I guess at that point it would be. I mean, it's kind of both because I think we can appreciate a dude just being casual too. Because if somebody was dressed up all the damn time, it's like, all right, can you like relax? Can you just like relax a little bit? Calm down. But this is like not extreme, so.
No, yeah.
But like,
I don't have the caterpillars on my head.
I guess how we got down this rabbit hole is because I hear women saying like I do it for me. Now,
you're like, do you though?
no,
Do you?
I think that men and women like the main things that causes arguments with men and women is because like I have my lens that I see the world through, and y'all do too. And when we start judging each other by our respective lens, that's where we fuck this up.
Mhm.
I agree.
Like you said, like the man's gaze. I've never heard the woman's gaze. Right? Because y'all aren't as visual as we are.
I mean, we are. I think we're just more subtle about it.
But I think we're just as visual because this is visual. This is visual. It's for me.
But your primary thing is emotion, where my primary is
That is
vision.
very true.
No, yeah, he means the
Okay,
women's gaze of
yes.
like us, like staring at
Yes,
men.
yes.
Yeah.
Like we do it, but it's more subtle. Guys be like breaking neck like every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
and we're
'cause
just
our
like,
visual is first,
yeah, and we're just like,
right? Where like our emotions are second, where it's like for you guys it's flip.
Yeah, it's flip flopped. It's emotion first.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you have a good game, okay. Pulls me in. Okay, now I'll stare at you. Now I'll
It's like,
stare.
oh,
at
now
you.
I'll look. Yeah.
Now I'll look at you. Well, nah, I'd still be looking sometimes without talking to anybody.
That's why there isn't that's why it's not a phrase. Female gaze.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Right?
All right, so time to wrap it up for the second time then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now we're gonna put a little bow on it. Make it real pretty for you guys.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the conversation.
I'll make the bows.
Yeah, don't trust me for that shit.
I hope you really enjoyed that conversation. It was very entertaining. Actually went by fast. I think it was like actually way
How long
longer
was
than
it?
I imagined. I don't even know.
I'm afraid to see because we've been sitting here
Yeah,
for a hot minute.
yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
Joe
for
Rogan
a
could
while.
do 4 hours. We can't.
4 hours.
You two.
We don't have enough weed for that.
Oh my god, that's right. Okay. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and subscribe, please.
Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about us.
Help us reach 1,000 subscribers, please.
So she can start getting paid.
Yeah, we can start getting paid.
Pay me.
And then we'll be able to travel more and talk to more bitches out there.
I love it.
And men.
And we won't get reprimanded for calling them bitches.
Bitches, they're our friends though. Like, you know, they be our friends. Like when I call them hoes, you know. They ain't
I'm
hoes,
a- I'm-
hoes.
I'm-
They're just
I'm a
my
bitch.
hoes.
Your host.
My host, our host.
Don't call me a
See, now if I said
Don't
that,
get-
I'd be a
My
misogynist.
But also, you can follow us on our personal Instagrams. Mine's Dark Nebula BJJ.
Mine's Adelia22.
And our regular Instagram, of course, Jiu-Jitsu Sisterhood, to follow up with our tournaments and any matches that I'll be competing in, any open mats that we're hosting. So you can just follow along, lurk, whatever you want. But I think that is everything
Yeah.
that I covered.
I think so. Yeah. We mentioned his handle, our handle. Like, subscribe, share. We did it again. Just
Follow,
in case.
follow, and talk to us. Again, Drew_Phoenix. He's awesome. Give him a follow. Give his gym a follow. A&M Jiu-Jitsu support. And that's it.
So that's it for us.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we're tapping out.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.